afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to St. Anselm College for today's Division II preliminary playoff baseball game between your Goffstown Grizzlies and Pembroke High School. And along with Nate and John, I'm Mike Santoro. We're going to be bringing you the play-by-play today. John, how about the starting lineups?
All right, so I will go with Pembroke first. Batting first in the lineup, number 9, Justin Legere. He's the center fielder. Batting second, number 4, the pitcher Cole Hapgood. Batting third, number 14, Jared Murray, the first baseman. Batting cleanup, Cam Nixon, wearing number 16. He's the catcher. Batting fifth is the shortstop, Jeff Wagner, number 10. Batting sixth is the third baseman, number 17, Dom Riccio. Nice Italian boy. Batting, I believe, eighth would be left fielder Connor Mantau. He's number 12. And number 13, Nate Cassidy, playing right field, is the number 9 hitter, I believe. So that would probably make Joe Suggin, who's the second baseman, number 6. I'm thinking one of these kids is getting DH for, but
yeah,
maybe not.
I only count 9.
Yeah, no, I'm out of order. You're right. Yeah. It is 9. So there is no DH. I'm so used to looking for a darn DH.
Yeah, I know. We have one today for our lineup.
And then we got our pitcher. No, sorry, shortstop. Connor Hyzak is going to bat leadoff. The second baseman, Clay Campbell, will bat second. Justin Pinard will bat third. Tyler Santoro, the catcher, will bat fourth. Derek Stekowitz out in right field, batting fifth. Nick Labrie, the DH, batting sixth. Bobby Doherty, left field, batting seventh. Ethan Smith, the third baseman, batting eighth. Carter Chouinard, the center fielder, batting ninth. And I believe that one of these kids is getting DH4. We sort of never know until we see him come through the lineup.
Taylor's getting DH4. Nick's batting for Taylor.
Yeah, because Taylor wouldn't be batting last, right?
Right, yep.
Okay. Well, there you go.
All right, well.
You'd think I'd have that a little more smooth in the last game?
That's all right. That's the fun about it, John. So here we go. Is Justin Legere stepping in against Taylor French. Just about underway. Beautiful day here at St. A's College. He takes an off-speed pitch for a strike.
It's what they call a scorcher.
A scorcher.
A scorcher here.
Yep. Back in the city, they called it a scorcher.
So no first-round bye for Goffstown this year. They're a number 2 seed, but they have to play a first-round game against Pembroke.
Yeah, it's funny. They went with a 15-team system, so when a 15-team bracket, only the number 1 seed gets the bye. So
competitively, maybe you want the bye, but as a dad of a player, let's let them roll it out there.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, they haven't played a game since last Friday, the Souhegan game, so they've been off for a while.
Yep.
They have been practicing a lot. They actually had a morning practice on Memorial Day, so the coach is getting them some work. But it'll be interesting to see how they do today. Here comes the 0-2, and Taylor makes quick work of Legere and is 1 out.
You look at this diamond and you see they could have positioned this field any way they wanted. Obviously, they're working with half an acre of land right here, maybe more. But they made it real tough on the right fielder, the first baseman, the second baseman with the sun. My God, it's right behind us.
Sure did. Yep. There's Cole Hapgood, and he hits a first pitch ground ball to Hyzak.
Nice hop.
Easy hop, easy throw, and is quickly 2 down.
All right.
So 4 pitch innings so far for Taylor.
I'd like to see Taylor get out of the gates quick. We've said it before about him that his first inning has been his curse. And if he gets to the first, he usually starts to really pitch well as the game goes on.
Yeah. And Taylor hasn't pitched in a while. He didn't pitch in the game against Souhegan. I think it was last Tuesday was the last game he pitched, right?
Yeah, he had pitched probably more than anybody the first half of the season and then probably less than anybody the second half. So
nice pitch, curveball for a strike. So he's thrown nothing but strikes so far.
He's had a sore back, so maybe a little bit of rest was exactly what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, and some nicer weather, too. When it gets nice and warm like this, it's a little bit easier to loosen up. Here comes the 0-1, and he hits a foul ball back here. It's not quite going to reach us.
Oh, it didn't even get
out of play. It looked like it was coming way back here.
That sure did. That was an optical illusion.
Yeah, I guess the wind knocked it down. John, that came off the bat. It looked like it was coming right up to us, and it didn't even make the dugout.
Smitty had a pretty good read on it. He just couldn't get over to it because he was hustling for it. That was really nobody's ball there.
So it's 0-2 to Murray. Taylor looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Scoreboard is lit up out there in right field today. Fastball, strike 3. So what a great inning for Taylor French. I mean, you can't get much more clean than that. through 7 pitches, they were all strikes.
Your number 3 hitter swinging that late at a fastball is definitely a little bit surprising. He's down he has 2 strikes on him, and he was that late on a fastball, which means he was thinking something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what, but he was thinking something else. 0-2, I mean, he may have been looking off speed there, but,
Yeah.
He challenged him. He got him with a high fastball, so.
To look off speed's tough, though, because, man, it's going to make the fastball look real surprisingly quick when it's already on you.
Yeah, in that instance, you have to look fastball and you adjust to the curveball. So,
yep. And
we'll see what happens here. But so Cole Hapgood, who grounded out to short, is going out to the mound, and Goffstown's going to send up Zach Campbell and Pinard. Little change to the batting order today. Moved a couple things around. Justin's still batting third. He's moved Tyler into the 4 slot. Derek, Nick have moved down a step, batting now 5th and 6th.
Doherty moved up a pinch.
Yeah, Doherty, he's usually around 7-8. Him and Ethan are interchangeable, and Carter's been a staple in that 9 hole, that second leadoff.
Yeah, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 5, sort of the 7, 8, 9, pretty consistent. Not looking at it now.
Yeah,
so
Nick usually bats 4th, and Tyler usually bats 6th. So
right,
it looks like they just swapped them 2 around. Tyler's been swinging a hot bat.
Yep, and Nick, who was probably the hottest hitter on the team until they put him in the 4 hole.
Right. That's been the kiss of death this year.
The 4 hole's the kiss of death, right?
Although Justin did a pretty good job there. He did a pretty good job on base percentage.
Was he batting 4th when Connor was 3rd, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, Tyler was there for a while, and Justin was there for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if Derek ever batted 4th. I know Nick did for quite a few games.
Derek might have for a game or so. But this team seems to lack looking at him as a leadoff hitter.
Yeah.
You got Connor batting leadoff, but in a lot of ways you'd really like him batting 2nd or 3rd in a perfect world.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going back through some of the book now, and Connor was batting 3rd, Justin was batting 4th. Yeah, Derek did bat 4th against Pelham, according to my notes. He batted 4th against Hanover as well. Justin was in the 3 hole. Then I think it was the next game. Well, Derek batted 4th for 3 straight games. And then Nick went in there. So Connor getting ready to step in as Hapgood has taken his final warm-up toss. Cam Nixon, a beautiful throw down to second base. Nixon is the catcher. He'd be leading off next inning as the 4-hole hitter.
We played these guys up at Pembroke Academy, and it was early in the season, and honestly, I don't remember who pitched for them. It could have been this kid. It was a road game, so we don't tend to see the names as readily as we do when we film the games.
Yeah, we were kind of we were out of that one. It was pretty cold that day too, if I recall correctly.
It's freezing.
We had a breeze. Connor takes a ball. Don't recall who pitched for Pembroke.
For us, I know it was Taylor.
Yeah, it was Taylor who started, and I think actually we let up a run in the first inning on an error, and then I think the final score of that game was 10 or 12-1. I'm gonna try to look it up. But that doesn't mean anything. I mean, this is the playoffs.
Right.
It's all different from here on out. And Connor hits a slow ground ball. That's the shortstop's got it. It's going to take a good throw, and he gets him by a half step. Connor gave the safe sign. That was a slow developing play.
Yeah, third baseman was trying to make a run at it and then put himself right in the shortstop's way. It's like he was trying to screen him.
He did, but he got Connor by a half step anyway. It didn't look like it was a slow development play. It didn't look like he was going to get him, but he did. Boy,
Yeah,
John,
agreed.
something smells good. I don't know who's cooking what, but something smells great all of a sudden.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Not that I'm hungry or anything.
Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from. You would think the college dining room shut down.
Yeah. Clay takes a ball, so after throwing a ball, he threw Connor 2 strikes and got him the ground out. So the Pembroke game was the second game of the year on April 18th, and it was a 10-1 win for Goffstown. And I remember how cold it was that day. So Clay with a 1-1 count from the left side. Here comes the pitch from Hapgood, and he takes a ball low.
Like to see Clay get on base, stay hot.
Yeah, I'd like to see Goffstown jump ahead early. You know, so many games this year. We've waited till 3rd, 4th, 5th inning, even the 6th inning to mount the rallies. It's a lazy fly ball to
be
right.
tough
The
'cause
right
of the
fielder
sun, though.
coming in, the sun, and he makes the catch, kind of going away.
Yeah,
So-
he came in and then had to hustle back.
Yep. So Hapgood's only thrown 7 pitches so far and has the first two batters out. Here comes Justin Pinard. Good old Lou. That's not us breathing heavy. That's the breeze blowing in behind us, and it's the only thing keeping us cool right now.
Yeah, the wind decides when it wants to blow right now. When it comes in, it's pretty gusty.
Yeah. Blowing out to right field. Justin takes a low strike on an off-speed pitch.
So right fielder now has the sun and the wind to deal with.
Yeah. And these are the types of pitches that have given Goffstown fits all year long. These guys that don't throw particularly hard. Nice off-speed pitch again for a strike. So we've got Justin in a hole 0-2. So Hapgood is keeping them off balance here so far to the first two batters. There's the 0-2 to Justin. In the dirt, Justin flails at it and fouls it off.
Good job of getting the bat on the ball to make something of that, because otherwise it was strike 3.
It was a good curveball that started off, looked like it was going to be a strike, and then just dipped into the dirt. Justin did a good job just to get his bat on the ball.
Yeah, I think he hit it off the ground.
He may have. So here comes the 0-2 again to Justin. Fastball. Wow, so he goes from that slow curve to that fastball, and he misses inside. So it's 1-2 now to Justin. Here it comes. And he hits a little looper foul.
In addition to the changes where the top 4 seeds don't get byes, the other unusual is that we're not hosting this game over at our Lions Field, the Den.
Yeah, it was something that they did this year. You mentioned it before we come on camera, how the field is, it doesn't look like they're watering it. It's turning yellow because the season's over. Justin swings at that pitch in the dirt again. The ball gets away from the catcher. Nixon, a long throw to first base, and he's got him.
Good play.
So good play by Nixon there. So Hapgood gets Goffstown in order in the first inning here. So,
well, Taylor has to do his job here and keep this game close. Don't let this. Hopefully, we don't struggle for too long offensively, but you don't want to let them get on the board first here.
Yeah, you certainly don't, John. After he got out of that first inning, you were hoping Goffstown could come out, put a run or two up on the board, and get them ahead so he can kind of pitch downhill. But it's a new ball game, so it's now the second inning.
Yep.
Neither team with a base runner through the first inning, and no score.
Boy, the last couple times we've played a pitcher that's like this, we haven't scored for 4 or 5 innings, only to do it all at once.
Right.
Which I'll take the win any way we can get it today, but that's not the formula you draw up.
And the only good thing to come out of that inning was Justin's at bat, forced him to throw 6 pitches and got him up to 13 pitches for the inning. That's about it. He did put on a good at bat. He threw a lot of breaking balls, so a lot of breaking balls to the 3-hitter. So if you're a 4, 5, 6 hitter, you got to think about that.
Yep.
Threw a lot of breaking balls, and he snuck that fastball by him, even though it was a ball. So Taylor having a couple of difficulties out there. First pitch, his hat came off. Second one, I couldn't tell if it was an errant throw or not, but the ball got away from him. John, it's a beautiful day for baseball. Not a beautiful day to be sitting here with jeans on like I am. I should say standing here, but.
So Tom French is sitting right behind home plate, slightly off to the first base side, in the shade. Not a bad seat for Pops.
Yeah, kind of smart. He's usually in the outfield, but you can't. The outfield is not good here, only because they have that black stuff on the fence out there. So kind of like what we have behind the fence at Lions, which is why he sits in right field at Lions now. So here's the catcher, Cam Nixon, to lead us off. 4-batter, wearing number 16, batting from the right side. See what Taylor starts him off with. I guess he's thrown a couple of curveballs already as the first pitch, so 4-hitter. Might want to try to keep him off balance right to begin with. See if he comes with the off-speed pitch. He does not. He throws a fastball right by him. So that's 3 batters now that we've seen way behind on his fastball.
Well, then throw the fastball, right?
Yeah. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that one out. Here comes the 0-1. And he throws the fastball but misses. First ball of the game for Taylor right there.
Yeah, low and away.
On his 9th pitch. John, I'm looking around. I don't see where the smell could be coming from. Unless it's that person behind us eating that McDonald's hamburger, but I doubt it.
Ooh, could have been.
You think so? You think McDonald's hamburgers smell like that?
I do.
Check swing, and he fouls. Oh, I do, he says.
Yep.
I don't know. It's been a long time since
I haven't had McDonald's in probably 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't imagine what would go on if I did.
I don't remember them smelling like that.
Yeah, but we're both starving.
That's true. So Taylor's got Nixon here, 1-2. Here comes the pitch. Slow curve. Oh, he fouls it. Hits Tyler in the chest. Actually hit him in the top of the arm. A little slow. The umpire going out there, giving him a little break there.
Taylor kind of had a different delivery there. He really paused right in the middle of his windup, which I'm not used to seeing him do. Connor's been doing that lately, too. Let's see if he does it again. That was interesting. Kind of looked like Hideo Nomo.
Yeah. Just got a text message from our buddy Steve Beal, who's recovering from knee surgery today. He can't be with us. We wish him well and speedy recovery, and he fouls that one off. Said he went in hospital 6 o'clock this morning, and he texted us what time? 2 o'clock, and said he was on his way home. Isn't that amazing? 8 hours later, they're already booting you out of the hospital.
Yeah, new knee. I don't know why you need 3 knees, but
I'm guessing that he wore out the one of his knees wore out its welcome.
Oh, he traded knees.
Traded knees, yeah. Right. Well, he had one. He traded one in, so I guess he had a.
Oh, two for one deal.
Yeah, second one, yeah. Pitch in the dirt, 2-2.
Buy one knee,
get the other one free a couple
of
years later.
Free. I like that.
I hope that get that same deal for my hip.
Yeah.
Here comes the 2-2. Fastball misses low. So now Taylor has gone full to Nixon here, who's put on a good at bat. After having him 1-2, he fouled off 2 pitches, and now he's throwing 2 straight balls. So this will be the 8th pitch of the at bat. More pitches than Taylor threw the whole first inning.
Man.
There it comes, and he struck him out. So,
boy, how do you take that?
I don't know, John. I was just going to ask you that same question. You know, you fight a good fight, and you take that fastball right down the middle. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's the worst sort of pitch that kid faced in a lot of ways. He battled, he was patient, and then he took one right down the middle of the plate. Really strange.
So there's Jeff Wagner, the shortstop, made a nice play on Connor Hyzak's ground ball to get him out on that slow roller. Takes a ball, so Taylor's behind for the first time today. Whoa, almost hit him with that one. Had him do a little bit of a dance. And it's now 2-0. Seems a little out of rhythm right now, John.
Yeah, he does in the second inning. I was just looking down the sideline here. It's a great place to come and see a game, sit up here on the perch like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've coached many games here in the dugouts. It's and watched quite a few from up here, Legion ball games. It's a good place to watch a game. He takes a strike. I'll be back here a lot this summer. Tyler's going to be playing for the Goffstown/Ware Legion baseball team this summer, along with Jeremy Bars.
Nice.
Old friend Cody Morrell, Taylor French, Matt Woodward, just to name a few. A ground ball to short. Hyzak surrounds it. Strong throw to first base in the dirt, but nice scoop by Justin, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, I love Justin over there at first base. He makes a lot of that stuff look easy.
Yeah, he does.
Him batting third really is gravy because he's in the lineup primarily to play defense at first base, and then he's brought a good bat to the equation this year.
So here's Dom Rico, that nice Irish name we talked about at the beginning of the show, number 17, playing third base, and he swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. Gotta love a name like Rico. Connor takes the hat off. Got to be a little warm out there for these guys, especially Tyler behind the dish. All the gear on. Takes a fastball outside. Counts even at 1-1.
Yeah, I would think they'd rather stand out there in this than the last time they faced these guys. God, that was brutally cold.
Agree 100%. Swings and fouls the pitch off, 1-2. Okay, I just look back to see Ethan walking in. Why is he here? Interesting. Thank you. Brought me a bottle of water. Doesn't matter. Thanks, bud. So here's the 1-2 to Rico. If Taylor gets to it, here he comes. And he struck him out.
Wow.
So good inning again for Taylor.
He overmatched him on that pitch. That kid pulled his head something fierce. He was looking at us at the end of that swing.
So that's 4 strikeouts already for Taylor.
Well, time to get some runs.
through 16 pitches that inning, so that puts him at 23 through 2.
Can't let this kid take us into the 4th inning with no runs.
No.
This has got to be the time we get one across. So let's start manufacturing them, you know.
Well, you need a base runner in order to manufacture a run, so
punch your way on.
gotta get on somehow.
Mm-hmm. I watched the Oyster River game last year, the playoff game.
Yep.
I was sitting in my living room, kind of bored now that the Celtics are over. So I threw it on my, the TV. So here I had it on the big screen, and it was pretty neat to watch. What a game that was last year. Listening to you and Paul announce that, and I'm down on the sideline having an aneurysm because Mitch was the unexpected kid on the mound when it all went down.
Yeah.
What a comeback. Cody hits that 3-run home run.
Oh, yeah.
And then Clay had a huge hit in that game.
Yep.
And what really was fun to sort of watch was just how much they did it against that kid Oxford. I mean,
yep.
he came in with a 1-run lead, and he left with a 1-run deficit. And it was neat. It was funny to see.
Well, it was funny, John. They were down. They didn't play great defense in that game. They went down 8-1. And Oxford wasn't having his best day. He was walking all kinds of guys.
Yeah, it didn't look like the first time.
No,
right.
They threw a no-hitter the first time against them, but he was all over the place. He was up there in pitches. So when they took him out with that lead, I wasn't surprised. But then, they brought him in, and, they expected him to be the savior, and Goffstown got to him, and that was it. So I just got a text from Steve Beal. He said he's in left field watching the game. So he wanted me to send him the play-by-play basically for the first inning for the two.
I wonder if
I don't know if that's him up on the truck over there or not.
I think he's in that.
Tyler swings the first pitch. It's a fly ball down right. That could be trouble. That looks like it's going to drop. It does drop, and it gets by the right field. And Tyler gets interfered with, and the umpire's pointing at, he should go to third base. Oh, he should have kept going to third because it slowed him down. If he went to third and got thrown out, he would have got the bag. So Tyler gets a double. Both umpires pointed there, so they knew that it was going to be interference. But he didn't take the chance, and you got to understand that as a runner, the ball's there. You take the chance. You can't get thrown out.
Yeah.
If he gets thrown out there, they either give him the bag or put him back to second base because of the interference. So,
if he had more of a shot of even making it there, but I think he knows I'm going to be thrown out because I'm only getting a second.
Yeah, I mean, he had a chance because the throw was kind of to the left of the second baseman.
Well, remember, he's the only one that doesn't see that ump point, though.
Right, yeah. And all that coach, if I'm the third base coach, I got to chug him in. So here comes Derek with a runner on second base now. As Tyler doubles on the first pitch. Sorry, John.
No, I was just going to say Tyler did the right thing in the sense that if you don't know now, you gotta, and he's the only one that doesn't see what we see. We're staring at it.
Right, and that's the thing. You got to be, as the third base coach, you got to be the eyes of the player. So again, nothing against Adam. He saw all that too, but don't want to chance it. Like they say, that old adage: you don't make the first or third out at third base, right? So,
yeah.
But
he got where he needs to be right now.
He's in scoring position. That's all that matters.
CNI
Big
bloopy
D.
single.
I'd like to see that second baseman a few steps to the right, John. He's too far over for a left-handed batter.
It's a little weird with a big lefty up who has his foot almost out of the batter's box.
When I say right, I mean our right, not his right.
If this kid doesn't scream, I'm trying to pull the ball. I don't know who does. Look at that, And,
and the pitcher really hasn't showed that he's going to overpower anybody yet. So
nope.
I like seeing Tyler go to right field. That's his bread and butter. And takes a slow curve, fouls it off the foot. So he's in the hole. It's kind of even now, 2-2. I don't know where he is. He says he's in left
he's
field.
in that minivan that's sideways out there.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He struck Derek out. He kind of tied him up there.
Derek was looking for something else there because that got past him way too overpoweringly.
Yeah. He certainly was not looking for that fastball.
No.
So
maybe it cut back in or something. I don't know. Something got him.
Yep. See how Nick does now in the 6-hole RBI situation here. Runner on second base.
Single up the middle.
One out now. That would be nice. Nick takes a slow curve in the dirt. Nice stop by Nixon back there. So Hepgood has gotten behind 4 of the 6 batters he's faced so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at Nick coming up and Tyler on second, realizing this team graduates 10 seniors, which that's a lot of players.
A lot of players. And I'm not sure who's going to fill all those spots, but they got some good youth. You got Derek, you got Bobby, you got Will, you got Sebastian. you get some good youth back there that, obviously hasn't been used much this year because you got so many seniors. So
yeah, what you're right with Connor, Clay, Bobby,
right.
and Derek. That's 4 players who've been on this field the entire season, so that's going to help.
There's a ground ball to third. He eats it up, looks Tyler back, makes it throw a little high, but he did a great job. Looked Tyler back to the bag.
Yep.
And no advancement there. Couldn't have played that one any better. Good job over there by Rico.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that wasn't what we wanted out of that at bat.
Nope. And now you got Bobby Doherty, who's no stranger to clutch hits. He had a big hit in that Bow game that made the score 4-3 right before Tyler hit the home run.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was Derek. Never mind.
I'd love to see Bobby
bat. The Wyndham game.
I'd love to see him batting in the 2-hole or the 3-hole.
Yeah.
Maybe not the 3, but
no. But you got Clay.
I'd put Clay in the 3 and back Justin up a slot.
Tell you what, John, there's your leadoff hitter right there.
Yeah, or do that, right? No, agreed. He's screaming
base,
to be moved up.
Pretty quick. Here's your leadoff hitter. Connor needs to be the 3 hitter. I think Connor's got a little bit more pressure on him. He had a lot of pressure in the 3, but I don't think he's a 1 hitter. I really don't. There's a slow grounder foul up the third base line, so count goes to 1-1.
Boy, we got to stretch this lineup out a little bit. Right now, if he gets Bobby, we're going to the 4th inning not having batted through the lineup.
No, it'll be the 3rd. It's only the 2nd, John.
It's only the scoreboard out there says 3rd.
Which does?
That's what was throwing me off.
Yeah. No, It's not the top of the 3rd. It's the bottom of the 2nd. Trust me.
When I first,
there's a ball.
I couldn't understand that, and then I believed in it. Now I'm wondering what the hell they're smoking.
Yeah, it's something. Whatever it is, they're going to pass around. Maybe that's what we smell. Maybe it's not the food.
Yeah, right.
So it's 2-1 to Bobby now.
It's the new stuff.
So Tyler's still at second base. He's been there. He was the leadoff batter. He doubled on the right field line.
No.
And he fouls it back.
Not a bad 2-strike swing.
So now it's 2-2. So look for that curveball in the dirt, or that sneaky fastball that he's thrown by a couple of batters so far.
Yeah, Bobby's 1-strike swing was not so good. His 2-strike swing was what you want to do. Stay alive.
Just don't want to see him taking here. He's got to be aggressive. Catcher setting up way outside. Fastball outside corner, and he took. Wow, that's a tough take right there.
Kid put it right there,
too. Yeah, he did. Put it right in the mitt. So that's a tough pitch to take, and the count is now full.
Boy, the catcher's asking the ump right now,
was
I lined up outside?
Because he didn't move.
Because I didn't move my glove.
So Bobby's going to anything close this time. He's probably going to get rung up. Ump might owe them one. The pitch, and he swings. He fouls it back. I mean, he struck out. He didn't foul it. So Bobby's going to first. To throw to first. Off the bag! And Tyler's going to come around and score. So Goffstown gets a gift run right there.
Oh, boy. Bobby almost left that one on the table.
Yeah.
Mike. He waited probably a full second to realize he's got to run, but because he's so darn fast, the catcher who had made a more difficult play in the first inning on the same thing sails this one on the wrong side of the bag. That's the problem there. The first baseman should have been asking for it in foul territory. Instead, it came across the bag, and next thing you know, it's sitting in right field. Yeah,
I threw him off the bag, and the catcher did a great job there. It surprised the ball got by. I thought he tipped it at first, and then I saw his reaction that he actually swung and missed, and then he had a hustle down the line. And Tyler running all the way, great heads up there. I mean, the throw, once he threw it, if he's out, he's out. You just keep coming, and he scored. So a gift run by Goffstown right there. And there's a line drive base hit for Ethan Smith to left field. And it's bobbled out there, but no further advance. And Bobby only got a second. And he ran into the shortstop was on the bag, and Bobby ran into him. So a 2-out single for Ethan. And so now, John, it looks like we may roll the batting order here with number 9 hitter Carter stepping in. So Goffstown with first and second. And so they got to fix that scoreboard, John. They do have the bottom of the third up there, so that's incorrect. We are in the bottom of the second. Here's Carter with 2 men on. Good speed on the bases right here. Nobody being held on. Oh, now the second baseman comes over, checks on Bobby, but half-heartedly, and he takes a ball outside.
Well, so, you got to feel for the pitcher. He basically strikes out the kid to end the inning, and then all hell breaks loose. And now he's basically, got 2 guys on. He's just trying to get out of this inning.
Yeah, that's, an error on the catcher. And all runs are going to be unearned. If there are there's 1 so far. So 2-0 to Carter now. Carter's in a great hitting spot right here. If I'm Carter, I sit on a fastball and I try to drive it.
Yep.
He's got a lot. With his speed, if he hits a hole, look how shallow the center field and the right fielder are. He hits a gap, and he could be running for a while. Look at that right center field gap. That's got to be 410 out there. to the fence.
Yeah, definitely.
Carter, oh man, he pulled his head
lordy.
out of there. That's not a swing you want to see on a 2-0 pitch.
That's a swing you want to see over at Stonebridge on about the third fairway when you got to hit it 500 yards.
That's what it looked
Oh my
like.
goodness, that was not a
He
baseball
looked like Rodney
swing.
Dangerfield in Caddyshack on that one.
He never broke his wrist. It looked like Charles Barkley on a golf course.
Oh, wow, and he was
Way out
way
front
ahead of
of
that one and hits it off the end of the
he's
bat.
snapping at the ball. Might have to
So-
get a picture of Frank McBride later
Yeah.
because not only does he wear the maroon shirt, but he's got maroon sneaks
Yeah.
on to match it. That's such a clutch look by the principal.
Yep. What if he's got maroon socks on, too? We got to check it. Have him
Yeah.
pull his pants up.
I thought
All
you
right.
were going somewhere else. with
Yeah.
the question.
2-2 to Carter. And
Uh-oh.
he rings him up.
Ah,
Yeah, it
God,
is the
jeez.
makeup call, John. I mean, that was probably the same spot as the other one, but,
Sure
you know,
was.
you can't let too many of those go by. So Goffstown gets a gift run there. It should be a 0-0 game, but they got lucky. The leadoff double ends up scoring on that. Drop third strike.
Does,
Error by the third baseman, so
that-
error by the catcher.
The third strike that we actually thought we got away with, not the swing and miss, but the other one, the call, what we thought was going to be outside corner, that ends that inning too, doesn't it?
It does. That was on
Oh.
Bobby, and that would have been. I would have rung him up. Would have ended the inning. That was when I just said, he fouled off a nice pitch, and then he took one.
The pitcher struck the kid out twice.
Yeah, he did, and he
You
didn't
know?
get him out either time. He got him out on strikes twice, but didn't record the out.
And then he probably let it get in his head a little bit, left a fat one up for Ethan. Next thing you know, but that actually didn't lead to a run, so the kid ended up getting himself out of it.
So Mr. McBride's coming up the stairs. I'm trying to get his attention, see if we can get those sneakers on
I'll
the
bring
camera
the,
here. But he's
Look at-
shaking
he's like
hands and kissing babies.
He's like
there.
a politician
Yeah, he
over
is.
there.
Yep.
Hey, Frank! Frank, hold up your sneakers.
Let's see the sneakers. There they are.
Oh, look at
The
the
high top Converse.
Oh,
Black
Chuckies.
socks.
Look at that.
Very nice.
That's
Very
how you
nice.
do it
That's
right
school
there,
spirit
folks.
right there.
Wow. I didn't know they were Chucks, too. That's impressive.
Yeah. The dude's got it going on, that's for sure. So after 2 full innings, Goffstown has a gift 1-0 lead. The inning started off well, John, at the leadoff double by Tyler, and then Derek struck out. Nick grounded out to third. He was still at second base with Bobby up, and then swing and a miss on a third strike. The ball got by the catcher, goes to the backstop. Tyler hustles all the way around from second base, an errant throw, and just like that, Goffstown's up 1-0.
Yeah, if there's not 2 outs,
not
Tyler's
pretty.
not running on that
That's
either.
right. That's
So-
right. So you got a good point. Then it's first and third maybe.
And he probably gets
So-
out. Well, no, he gives up that single, but you never know what happens. In the game of baseball, you can't predict the past or the future sometimes.
Right.
It just sort of happens.
Yep. So we got Connor Manto coming up, number 12. He's the left fielder. So this is just the 7th batter to bat for Pembroke here. See if Connor can settle down through Taylor rather. And there's a bunt, and that's coming up here, John. That lands a little bit in front of us,
That's
a lot
the
further than that last one.
Deepest hit of the day.
Yeah, John, they haven't made much contact. There's been 2 ground balls to short and 4 strikeouts. 3 of them were swinging. There's another young underclassman right there, Ben Dodge, going to get that. So they're going to be set behind the dish
Yep.
next year with Ben. Good speed, good bat. So Cassidy in a hole 0-1 here. Here comes the 0-1 from Taylor and strike. It's a nice pitch right there.
What? Let's do an over/under. What inning will the scoreboard operator up in the booth there realize he's got the wrong inning? How late you think he goes?
In the 7th, because
Yeah, you think it'll go that long?
he'll realize that the game should have been over, but it wasn't. And,
Yeah.
I got the wrong inning, so we're going to go back one.
Right. He's going to shut the lights off. Thinking.
He'll shut the scoreboard down. He'll be like, wait a minute, it's the bottom of the 7th, and I shut everything off. The game. Why is Goffstown batting? I mean, I don't think there's anybody around that's going to go tell him it's the wrong inning, is there?
No, probably not.
There's the 0-2, and another foul off. So Cassidy is putting up a good battle here.
And I don't even know if they're open
sorry,
windowed
Manto.
up there. I'm trying to get a glimpse. It looks like a closed window in the front of that booth.
Probably. They may be. I'm trying to look. Maybe they're behind the plate, but I don't see anybody behind the plate.
No, it's like a brick wall back
0-2
there.
misses. Well, I thought maybe there was just someone sitting in a chair there with a little remote.
Oh, right.
So
Oh, I mean,
it's 1-2 now.
Yeah, I don't
Mr.
think it's
Stekowicz, how are you? Walking down the stairs over there, giving the old fist bump.
wearing
The Hawaiian shirt.
typical outrageous.
It's a ground
Hawaiian
ball to
shirt.
third. Ethan smothers
Oh, this
it.
kid's fast.
Long throw to first base,
Boy,
and he's
he
got
got
him.
him, though.
Yeah, it's pretty quick down there.
Let's get Stekowitz's
Yeah.
shirt here. Look at this thing.
That's a great shirt right there.
He brings an uglier one out each time. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's amazing how many he has. So this is Nate Cassidy now. That was Manto. I have my lineup. I kind of screwed up when I wrote it down, so I was one off. I left Wagner off. So this is Cassidy now, number 13, the right fielder, who made a valiant effort at Tyler's fly ball down the line, but come up short. And he gets hit. You heard that one. So there's the first base runner right here for Pembroke. And there brings a ovation from the bench as Joe Saugen now steps in, the second baseman, number 6, looking down for a sign.
Well, Taylor's just got to manage this along here.
John, that smells like garlic frying, man, I tell you. It's the Italian in me. That's garlic and onions all the way.
Man.
Joe, we can't pick up smell on this thing.
I don't know where that'd be coming from, but now I'm really hungry.
Well, you know, I did see when I parked my car out there, I saw like a ballerina coming in, and they had a suitcase. I wonder if there's like some kind of, ballet camp going on here this weekend, and so they're feeding them dinner tonight.
It is a common sight at ballets for there to be a sausage cart at the front door on the way in,
Oh,
What's better
I wasn't
than
thinking
ballet?
of a sausage cart. I was thinking like, pasta. They're making it in there. And he pops him up. Pinard is going to take it. He calls Campbell off, and he makes the catch.
So you've now painted it as,
sausage cart.
hey, are you hungry? Do you want to go to the ballet? Because they're having
sausages.
meatballs and the sauce, the gravy.
Oh, boy. So Sauken pops up to Justin and brings back to the top of the order, and Laguerre, who struck out on 3 pitches to lead the game off. So Pembroke rolls their batting order here in the top of the third.
Yeah, not a great swing.
No.
You got Taylor, I wouldn't say in a jam, but you got him in the jam of the game so far.
Yeah, the only base runner so far.
Yeah, don't swing at something above your head.
Wonder if they put a play on here, a hit and run or something. Clays is playing over towards second base. You got to figure that Laguerre is probably going to not pull Taylor. He was so far behind him the first at bat. He throws him a curveball and he hits him. So if you're going to get plunked, John, that's what you want to get plunked by.
It's looking like a snoo game all over again last year with the consecutive curveball plunks.
So he's only thrown 10 pitches this inning, and he's hit 2 batters. He threw 6 to Manteau to get him the ground out. Then he threw 1, 2, and 1 so far, and he's now got first and second with 2 outs. And here comes Cole Hapgood, the pitcher, trying to help his own cause out here. He grounded to short on the first pitch, and he's first pitch swinging again, hits a foul ball down the right field line. So Hapgood is aggressive up there. He swung at the first pitch, his first at bat, first and second, 2 outs, first pitch swinging again. Steve Beal, if you can hear us out there in your car, you can tune in to 95.7 and listen to this broadcast live. Swinging a miss, strike 2.
Man, way late.
Wait till we start streaming live, John. 5, 10 more years.
Yep. People will be watching the game on their phones.
That's right. Get the Game Changer app. You can stream any game.
I got to think next year I'll find my way to this headset once or twice in the course of that season. I'll be at their games, certainly the ones I can make on the Mondays and the Fridays.
Yeah, hope I do too. And he hits a fly ball down the right field line. Justin there. Oh, he must have lost it in the sun. Yeah. Justin was in foul ground, so it's going to be a foul ball, but he must have lost it. He had a beat on it, then all of a sudden looked like he lost it.
The guy, the boy in blue there, could have got out of his way a little quicker.
Think?
Justin had to look behind him because I think he got a sense the guy was looming, the guy being the ump, and he couldn't find that darn ball when he looked back to find it because it's probably already hard to find it the first time in the sun.
Yeah.
He has that ball if he doesn't have anything else to think about.
Hit off his glove. So here comes the 0-2 again. A high fastball misses.
Boy, you don't want to see that lead to anything. Taylor's got to bear down here. This is where the great pitchers say, all right, enough of this crap.
Yep.
You got him 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Snuff
Let's just get it over with here. Oh, that went low. Tyler did move his glove up a little bit there, but that's a good pitch. That's a good miss right there.
Yeah, good miss, a little low.
So it's 2-2 now to Hapgood. So what you run into here, John, if he throws a ball here, then the runners will be going. So base hit will probably score a run. There's the 2-2. Oh, he's got him that time. Can't take 2 of those. Can't take 2 of those.
Did he do that the first inning too? That same batter?
No, that was the Nixon, the 4-hitter.
Yeah.
who after a good battle ended up taking a third strike.
Goodness, can't take that pitch there. That's terrible.
So Pembroke threatens but does not score. They get 2 base runners via hit by pitch, but they end up leaving 2.
I don't know what he was looking for.
Yeah, I don't know either, John. I don't know what you look for right there. So,
well, we're in the third, which is the 4th here at St. A's.
Yeah, the scoreboard is still wrong, but we have it right on our video pad here. Bottom of the 3rd inning, 1-0 Goffstown. Goffstown's going to be sending up top of the order, Connor, Clay, and Justin. So far, Goffstown's got 1 hit, 1 run, 1 hit, and they've left 2 men on base. And Pembroke, no runs, no hits, and they've left 2 men on base. So not a whole heck of a lot of offense to get excited about so far, John.
No. I'll tell you, I don't know how the sun this late in the day gets hotter.
Yeah.
But it's 10 degrees hotter than when we showed up here.
Yeah, the wind kind of died down.
Something about it dropping in the sky at that angle, and it just cooks you.
Yeah. Yeah, they usually say the hottest part of the day is between 3 and 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
so
it is right now.
It's 4:38, so hopefully it'll be cooling up. But, yeah, it's definitely gone up a few degrees since we've been on the air.
And between your jeans and my black shirt,
Yeah.
we both weren't thinking.
Yep, I certainly wasn't. I thought about it this morning, but I didn't think it was going to be this warm.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
And then drinking a hot bottle of water doesn't help. So here's Connor. He grounded out to short on a 1-1 pitch in the 1st inning. We need this guy on base. We need to have the leadoff man on base. Happened last inning. Tyler led off with a double, and it took everything we got and an error to get him in. I want to see Connor get on base and make something happen. Takes a high curveball. Ball 1. So he follows the pattern. He gets behind again. I mean, he's been behind almost everybody. The only batter he's been ahead has been Justin. And the other batters, 2 batters, Tyler and Ethan, swung at the first pitch. So he's been working from behind all day. He's already thrown 36 pitches through 2 innings.
No kidding, huh?
Well, counting those 2, that's 36 already.
Well, I'll take 6 of those away. Probably 8 he shouldn't have had to throw, but yeah.
There's a strike on the outside corner. That's a good 2-0 pitch right there, John. Yeah, if he gets Bobby out, then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pitches he doesn't have to throw.
Yeah.
The base hit to Ethan and the 5-pitch at bat to Carter.
Yeah.
So
15 through 2, still a little high, but
there's a line drive base hit right through the box.
He almost killed the pitcher.
Connor going hard around first. Thought about second base, looking to see them come up clean, but there's a base hit, and that's just what the doctor ordered.
Yep,
Get
up
Connor
the middle.
on first base. Now you got to be careful. Nixon's got a really good arm back there. You can't take second base for granted. I've been watching his throws in between innings, and he's got a very strong arm back there. So you get Clay up, maybe rather than a straight steal, you do a hit and run here, kind of.
I like Clay on a hit and run. I don't want us to do any sacrifice. A
No,
straight
no
steal might
sacrificing
be
at
too
all.
risky, too.
Well, Connor's got good speed, but like I said, I've seen Nixon throwing the ball back there, and he's got a very good arm. So it's a little bit more difficult with a lefty batter, but if he sets up outside and gets a good pitch to throw him out on.
Yep.
Connor does have excellent speed, though. I mean, he looks like he's ready to go. Yeah, he's taking off.
Going.
I mean, it Clay square. There's a great throw. Wow,
Jeez, Connor shouldn't have let up there.
Shouldn't have let up. It is right. I mean, he took it for granted, but that throw was right there, just like I said.
Yep, if that throw is down, that play might have caught Connor being lackadaisical with his last 2 steps.
Yeah. So Clay takes a ball. He was squared to bunt, but he pulled it back. And so now you have the same situation as last inning. Runner on second base, nobody out. But now you get the 2, 3, 4 hitters up.
Well, they're thinking bunt right here because they got first baseman playing about 20 feet from Clay. So
Clay flied out to right his last time up. I'll tell you, John, I don't like a bunt here with Clay. I
don't think they're going to bunt. But
I don't think you play for a 1-run game the way Taylor's pitching so far, but you never know. And Clay hits a fly ball to left, kind of sliced it, got underneath it, and he flies out. So maybe he should have bunted.
Yeah. Dr. Hindsight just called.
Yeah.
Said we should have bunted.
It's very rare to see Clay fly out, but to fly out 2 at-bats in a row, 1 to right, 1 to left.
Yep.
And the coach must have saw something. He's going out to the mound and have a quick talk with his battery. I don't know if it's to keep the runner close at second base. I bet it is. You get the 3, 4 hitters coming up. He's telling them, keep him close. I didn't see. I usually take a peek at the pitcher to see how he looks at the runners back at second base. So maybe he saw something. And we've seen too many times this year, John. The pitcher will glance back and then never look again.
Yep.
And you can take their base. So.
Yeah, they. I'll tell you, this would be a big shutdown for Pembroke.
Yeah, it
this
would.
Game momentum can swing on moments like this right here, where we've got a leadoff single. Now there's one out, man on second. They get out of this, they'll definitely feel good about themselves.
Yeah, shortstop creeping in, but not really doing much. Justin hits one back here. It's over our head, and it goes out. So, good first pitch swinger by Justin, and then it's the second time he's been ahead, and they were both to Justin. He threw Justin a strike his first time up, and now the foul strike to Justin. So Justin struck out on a really bad swing in the dirt his first time up to end the inning. Catcher made a great throw to first base on that one. Look at Connor's lead. He's like backing up to the shortstop. I don't like that. Oh, slow curve.
You just said something about Justin his first time up. So remember a pitch or two before that, he hits a ball off the ground.
Yeah.
So I was just about to say, if I'm this kid, I'm going curveball here because it seems to give him fits, and it just did again.
Yep. Yeah, not a good swing, and
No, I'm going back to it.
I'm not crazy about Connor's lead out there. I don't think he should be going 12, 15 feet towards the outfield.
Yeah.
Greatest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Why would you,
Yeah, I don't understand that trend. You see a lot of kids do that where they go backwards, and it's like that. You didn't get yourself any closer there.
But you're getting closer to the shortstop. That's less ground he has to cover in order to try to pick you off.
Yeah.
If he throws it to him right now, he's right behind him without him even moving. So I don't think I like that. Justin, it's a ground ball past the first baseman for a base hit. Justin comes through. That's going to score Connor from second base. Justin trades places with him, and it's 2-0 Goffstown. Good piece of hitting right there by Justin.
Yeah, Lou came through.
He didn't throw him the curveball there, so an RBI single for Justin, and now he's running around second base, and Tyler's up.
Overcoming hereditary traits again. Dennis Pinard's kid comes up with a huge single.
Yeah, he's looked pretty bad on his couple of swings, but comes up big there. So
yeah, it was all Dennis on the first first at bat.
Yeah,
but that was probably a Mel there.
He was showing off what he learned from Dennis, and then showing off what he learned from us, us coaching him the last couple of years. So there's Tyler, doubled his first time up and scored. Tyler takes a ball, so once again, Hapgood is working from behind. Now, you know what? As the right fielder, why aren't you a few steps towards the line after what happened last at bat? There's a pickoff play to second base and does nothing.
The line's been the place to be today.
Justin just took the line. I know he's a right-handed batter. I know you expect him to pull, but Tyler is fantastic at hitting the ball to the opposite field. And look at the hole between first and second. And the first baseman's off the line. So like Nate just said, and Goffstown's been hitting the ball there. It's not like they're not hitting the ball there.
No, you're talking 3 or 4 of the balls have went that way.
Right. So, 2 of the 3 hits have gone to right field.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 2 of the 4 hits. So another throwback, and the second baseman's right behind the bag. So Tyler's got 85 feet between second and first to hit a hole there. And he's got the entire right field line. Probably not. Look, the right field is 90-plus feet off the line, right? Because he's past second base.
Plus, with this kid pitching, I'd just play straight up, because he mixes a curve in pretty good. You don't know we're going to hit him.
Right. Tyler, that catcher pulled that one in. Tyler had a called strike there, so it's 1-2 now. That pitch looked like it was outside. The catcher pulled it in, and the umpire gave it to him.
Yep.
So 1-2. Look out for that curveball here. That pitch in the dirt that he likes to throw. Throws him a fastball. He hits it to right field. Is it going to stay up in time? And that's going to be dropped. Oh, great effort by the right fielder. And I'll tell you, John, if he's 5 steps over, he catches that standing up.
Boy,
so
we tried to help him.
And tell him to move over. So Tyler with another base hit.
It's crazy.
So
watch, he's going right back to where he was.
Justin goes to third, and
he's got a lefty coming up.
But it's hard to blame the kid. It really is. As a coach, you have to point this stuff out. Went your way last time. It's all you got to take. You hear these kids say this all the time. I just don't understand it.
He is completely with a lefty coming up.
He's almost back in the same spot.
Back where he was.
Yeah,
now he's just starting him.
And if he was there on that ball, John, he catches that standing up.
Oh, easily. But he didn't.
There's Derek now. Big cut by Derek. Big cut, no smell, as they say.
Yeah, Big D was trying to take it downtown there.
Yep. Coach Lawrence making some signs. I don't know if you're going to see a play here. First and third. The third baseman's playing in. You get great speed. I'm sorry, I thought that was Connor right there, but you don't have great. Oh, and Derek hits a fly ball to right field, and it gets over his head. It was misplayed, and that's going to get to the fence, but Tyler had to hold up. Justin's going to score easily, and Derek gets a double. So a misplayed ball now by the right fielder, and he's having some trouble out there now.
Boy, that's irony of that is unbelievable. The kid actually now plays the position perfectly
and
doesn't catch a ball 5 feet behind him.
Yeah.
He's having a rough day now.
You know, it's like you said, though, John. He's got that sun there, so maybe the sun had something to do with it.
He's got the sun and the wind.
The ball was scorched, and
carry to it. Yep.
Trains are starting to. The wheels are starting to come off the train here. It's 3-0, and the inning should have been over.
Yeah.
Those 3 hits. Well, Justin's hit legitimate, so that was an RBI single, but Tyler's hit should have been caught.
Yeah,
he almost caught it.
Should be 1-0 right now.
Derek's hit should have been caught. So at worst, it should be 2, but it's 3. And Nick fouls it back.
Nick says, I'm trying to shoot it down the right field line.
Yeah, you think? The kid's got a bullseye on him right now. That kid just wants to go high, but he's still out of position as far as I'm concerned.
I know.
John, why not do it? You keep fishing until the fish dry up, right?
Oh, yeah, if you can
keep throwing your hook in there.
Yep.
So Derek on second, Tyler on first. Nick takes a ball there, so 1-1. Catcher come up like he wanted to throw to third base, but the third baseman was nowhere to be found. He's playing.
Third baseman vetoed that decision with indifference.
Well, again, John, you got a big hitter up like this, and I really don't think he's going to squeeze. Curveball in the dirt, nice stop by Nixon back there. Someone should be telling these guys where to play. 2 balls, 1 strike to Nick. Base hit could make it 5-0 here. Bobby on deck. Nick grounded to third his last time up. He lays off a high pitch. Thought about it.
Yeah.
He went to third base last time too, and he hit it pretty hard. And third baseman's now playing 5-6 steps in on the grass by the time he pitches the ball, like he's even moving in closer.
Yeah, kind of strange position with a big right-handed batter.
And a 3-1 count, John.
Yeah.
And he walks him, so bases are now full for Bobby Doherty. And
what I like about Nick the last couple of games is he's cooled off a little bit, but he's also drawn a lot of walks, which takes a lot of patience to do that in the middle of what you call a mild slump.
Yeah, he's seen a lot of pitches, John. So far he's seen 8 pitches, and 6 of them have been balls.
Yeah.
So now the bases are loaded. The infield is in all the way around. First and third baseman still creeping in on the grass. And Bobby hits a line drive, base hit right by the drawn-in infield. Tyler did the right thing by going back to the bag, but he's going to score easily. And it's 90-foot baseball as Goffstown is now ahead 4-0.
Boy, defensive positional mistakes here. Third baseman's on the grass looking bunt or something and gets a ball scorched by him that he probably feels piece of cake if
he's on the dirt, he has that no problem.
Yeah, these
I
guys
don't know why they're in so.
They have done it to themselves this inning.
I'll tell you what, though, it's not going to show up on the scoreboard, but great base running by Tyler. First step back to the bag, doesn't want to get double off on a line drive. He knows he's going to score easily. So sack still juice for Ethan, and Ethan takes a ball outside. He singled his first time up. Goffstown, this is their 8th batter of the inning. 3 runs have come across so far, and the scoreboard is still wrong. John, it says bottom of the 4th out there.
Yeah. They're sleeping up there, I think. Way high.
So, John, I'm going to change my prediction of when he's going to change the scoreboard to the end of the game, not the 7th inning.
Oh.
Because the game may end before the 7th inning.
Right. What's odd is they don't have anybody warming up in the bullpen.
Nope. It's a good point.
This kid's been left.
Hung out to dry, and he hasn't gotten much help. He hasn't really thrown a heck of a lot of pitches this inning. They've kind of hit him early on. There's a line drive, base hit to left center field. That's going to score Derek easily. Here comes Nick lumbering around third base. The throw, he delayed throwing it in. The throw hits the ground. 2-run score.
If that center fielder takes that ball off the first bounce and the cutoff guy has a sense of what's going on, Nick's dead at the plate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But that was lethargic effort all around by Pembroke there, and now they're down 6-0.
But, John, it's no communication. I mean, nobody's talking out there. No one's telling him what to do. He took his time throwing in. I mean, Nick's not the swiftest of foot out there. Ball was hit hard, so.
Yeah, coach has come out. He's going to pull the kid out. I don't remember this kid loosening up. Maybe he did and we weren't paying attention. Or he was the first baseman, my cameraman saying, so that would make sense. That's why he didn't have anybody loosening up. Coach shook the pitcher's hand, probably told him, listen,
Not your fault.
we screwed you this inning. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yep.
Don't let the kids in the outfield sign your yearbook, you know.
Especially that right fielder. Although the coach shouldn't sign his yearbook either because he should be positioning them better.
This kid's going to have no signatures in his yearbook.
All right, boys, I gotta go. Good to see you guys.
Hey, our trusty cameraman is going to be parting ways with us. He has a ballet lesson to get to.
Yep.
Nick's huge into that.
And I'm going to get Ethan over to do the camera now. He can take over for us.
Need the righty.
Need the righty. Call to the bullpen for the pitcher. Call to the bullpen for the camera. It's 6-0.
It was just 5. 2 runs were scored.
Oh, they had it wrong up there. Goffstown has brought 5 men through so far this inning, so it's 6-0.
Third inning. Yeah, they got it wrong.
So it's
Hey, Kerry. 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 Stack. Hey, can somebody tell the booth they got the
no,
inning wrong?
John. They know. They don't know how to change it. I've just been informed that they're aware that the scoreboard is
I
wrong,
guess they know, but
they don't know how to change it. So I was being asked by my trusty brother-in-law and the head of facilities here at St. Anselm College, and he was asking about that. And generally, if you just keep plussing, it goes away. But I've never done one where it's an individual inning. So,
Mike, when I'm in trouble, I call the police.
Yes, sir.
I've sent Captain Stekowitz
Yep.
up to the booth.
yeah, and if he can't do it, nobody can, right?
Well, I don't know if that inning's going to change, but I know that in about 10 minutes they're going to feel worse about themselves.
Yeah. So we have number 14, Jared Murray, now on the mound. He was the first baseman, a lefty. He took his warm-up tosses. John, we saw what happened to the last pitcher that came in cold against Goffstown. He got shelled.
Yeah.
That was the Bow pitcher.
What needs to happen here is Carter needs to get more assertive and have a good at-bat.
Yeah.
Because, you got a 6-0 lead, nothing to stress about.
He takes a high pitch for ball one.
Put the aluminum on the ball here.
Yeah, you got good speed out there. You got Bobby at first, Ethan at second. Bobby at second, Ethan at first. And great speed at the plate. All kinds of movement in the infield now. There comes the 1-0 pitch. He takes a strike.
Yeah,
Looks like he had no intention on swinging there.
They really do have a lot of bottom lineup speed, huh?
They do. They do. And the top. The top
Yeah.
2 of the bottom 3. And then in the middle, it kind of gets cloudy.
Yeah. they send 5 kids in order when you start with the 7.
Pops him up. John, reach over. You might be able to grab that one. Nope, it's going to be a little
Almost.
short. So it's
Yeah,
1 and
starting
2
with
now.
the 7th batter, 8, 9, 1, 2 are all fleet of foot, and then you
Yeah,
kind
you
of
got Connor Clay, then you got, you go Justin. Actually, you get worse. You got Justin, Tyler, Derek, Nick. You probably lose speed on every batter there. Then you got Bobby, Ethan, Carter, and you get faster every batter there. Pitch in the dirt, good take right there by Carter.
So Stekowitz is reporting up that they're going to try to address it between innings. They don't want to hit the wrong button and screw it all up. So between innings, they're going to try to make an adjustment.
2-2. So now you got to do, John, you got to send them to the kitchen now, find out what they're cooking and what that smell is.
He might be the
Fouls it
man
straight
for the
back.
job there too.
Yeah. When in doubt, you send Captain Steck in.
Yep.
It is the 3rd inning. So Carter now 2-2, 2 men on. And he hits a fly ball to left field.
That left field is
May
not in
have
the right
gotten him.
place.
He's gonna.
No,
he
got
takes
it.
the grab going away. Bobby fakes it. Ball was hit a long way. May have been out of Lions Field, John.
Yeah, it was a nice poke. Oh, hey, I love the aggressiveness in the at-bat, trying to do some damage there.
Yep. Good piece there. So now the 10th batter of the inning, Connor Hyzak, is up second at bat. Connor singled to lead this all off. He had a base hit right through the box his first time up and then stole second.
Taylor's actually Loosening up.
Yeah, I would. He's been sitting for a while.
Yeah.
Goffstown's been batting for a good 20 minutes here.
Yeah.
So first and second, 2 down now. Connor up for the second time here in the bottom of the third. Wind is starting to pick up again. Slow curve for a ball. So Hapgood is still responsible for the 2 runners on first and second base. There's a strike. Murray retired the first batter he faces. A ball and a strike to Connor here.
If he throws that pitch again,
Yeah.
it's going to be in the outfield.
Steve will have to watch out. He's in prime range out there for Connor. And he misses high with that pitch. 2-1 now. Been a long inning out there, John.
Yeah.
I feel for the catcher in this heat with all
Yeah.
that gear on.
Ugly inning for them.
Yeah, and he should have been out of it a long time ago.
Yep.
Oof. Just missed that one. That's going to go back. Is it going to get out? Whoa, didn't get out. The catcher got back there and looked like it bounced. It didn't hit the fence. I don't know what happened.
You know what's more amazing? That it didn't hit the catcher.
Yeah.
Because he's standing right where the ball falls.
But he didn't have his hand up. He thought it was going over the fence, and the ball dropped right in front of him. I don't understand that.
Oh, boy, if you're the coach of Pembroke, you got to be pulling your hair out.
Well, these 2 pitchers got to sue for life. Maybe they need to see Stack after this inning.
They should sign each other's yearbooks. That's about it.
That's about it, is right. There's the 2-2 to Connor. He takes a ball outside, so now the runners are going to be off with this pitch. Got an ugly stat book going here, John.
Ah, it's hideous. I mean, you want Goffstown to win. You want them to win big, but this is ugly.
Connor now taking a deep breath. There go the runners, and he swings and misses. Looked like he
Oof.
took something off of that one.
Yeah, nice
So,
pitch.
It was a great pitch. So
Keep the game,
mercifully,
reachable.
the inning ends. So Goffstown sends 10 men to the plate. They score 5 times. And the score at the end of 3 full is Goffstown 6 and Pembroke nothing.
You know what they should do here at this park? You see how the dugouts have the brick bottom?
Mm-hmm.
And the tower behind home plate where they keep the score and everything has a brick bottom, and then the other dugout, they should build a brick wall that joins that all together, about 3 feet high.
All the way around?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks sharp. I mean, there's a Major League Baseball program here for Division II. They take it really seriously. I know St. A's just said they had some budgetary problems, so maybe not the time to build the brick wall. But that'd look really good here. It looks sharp.
So the line on Murray, he went 2 in 3rd innings. He let up all 6 runs, 5 of them earned. He let up 7 hits, and struck out he struck out 4, looks like. Struck out 4. Murray threw 12 pitches when he came in and retired both batters he faced. So Murray gets the pleasure of leading this inning off after coming into pitch, and now he gets to lead off this inning. He struck out his first at bat. It was overpowered his first time up.
So this is the top of 4th, right?
It is the top of the 4th inning, yes.
So they didn't fix it.
Yeah, but you know what though? Why can't they go back? They can't go back into the innings and just change the numbers. Put the 1 and the 2, put the 5 and the 3, and just go from there.
They, I'm thinking they don't have their crack staff up there today.
Well, maybe the staff's on crack, and that's why they can't do it.
Yeah, we got the
Maybe
fifth. We got the 5th team off the streets of Manchester or something.
Well, my guess is that probably not St. A's employees or anything, being outside of school hours now.
Yeah.
So there's a ball to start the inning. This is Murray, the new pitcher. Struck out on 3 pitches his first time up. It's a line drive foul back here into the Hornets' nest.
We've been in the hot spot today.
Yeah, we have. Bunch of balls back here. Ben Dodge coming out of the dugout and looking to see where that one went. You better bring some tick spray up there. Here comes the 1-1 to Murray, and he's way late on that one. Fouled that one back. It's now 1-2. He's getting some help from the spectators as to where that ball went. 6-0 Goffstown, top of the fourth. And here comes the 1-2, and he struck him out. Same result as the first at bat, John. Just took him an extra pitch.
Yep. Day late, dollar short.
Yep. 6 strikeout of the game for Connor. I call him Connor again. For Taylor.
So where's he at for pitches right now?
He was at 39 coming into the inning through 4, so he's at 43.
Yeah.
Very manageable. You know, if Goffstown comes up, scores a few more runs next inning, why not trot somebody out there? You need to be available for Saturday. There's a strike. Actually, he will anyway. He only needs a day rest if he throws less than, 50?
Yeah, I mean, you could keep all 3 pitchers alive today if you
Right.
approach the game that way.
Right.
Because you could bring Mitch out, and you could even bring Connor out, keep him real limited.
Right. I
case
mean, there's,
any-
no reason to overextend Taylor here.
No.
6-0 lead. I mean, it's not an insurmountable lead. It's very comfortable right now, and it's not like you're going to be throwing in somebody who doesn't pitch. I mean,
No,
if
you
you throw
get-
Mitch
you're
in,
throwing
or
in-
Derek or
there's-
somebody.
This is a 3-pitcher team here, so
Yep.
whoever you trot out, if it's either of the other kids.
But that doesn't appear like it's going to happen, John. There's nobody warming up in the bullpen.
No.
I don't think he's going to throw somebody in cold, not in a game like this.
Nope.
So here comes the 1-2. Oh, rings him up. Delayed call, but it was the right call. And Nixon goes down looking for the second time, John.
Yeah, you got to swing on the bat there. That's crazy.
Yep. Same thing happened to him on his first at bat. So here's Jeff Wagner now, number 10.
What position is
Shortstop.
Nixon?
Nixon's the catcher.
That was the catcher, okay.
Yep. Wagner fouls one back. So they're up swinging. The 2 lone base runners were both hit batsmen last inning. They went 1, 2, 3 in the first and the second. Here's the 0-1 to Wagner. Pitch misses low. One on one to Wagner. And timeout called at the plate. So, John, earlier when Carter was up, you were talking about Goffstown not getting through in the 4th inning. They batted through the order that time
Yeah, that's
in the
crazy.
3rd inning. So they're going to be having their 3rd at bats in the 4th inning.
Yep.
Here's a line drive to center field that's going to get down for a base hit. So Wagner breaks up Taylor's no-no here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, which was the other reason there was no action in the bullpen because
Yep.
you got a no-no going on. But
Here comes our player of the game, Dom Rico. Nice Italian name. So Taylor just hit 50 pitches. Runner at first, 2 outs. Don't imagine you'd be stealing here down 6-0, but stranger things have happened, I guess. Takes a
Yeah.
ball.
2 outs.
Rico struck out his
4th
first
inning.
time up. Taylor with 7 Ks through 3 2/3 innings. There's a strike. That was the first ball to make it to the outfield, John, today.
Yeah, I think I'm throwing fastball here.
Throws over.
Why even screw around with an off-speed pitch?
Tell you what, I saw, bless his heart, I saw Derek motioning like he was backing up. Enough. That ball gets by Justin. Derek's running 2 miles to go get that. That's going to go off the tarp over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's
I could run down there before he gets there, I think.
Yeah, the kid's going to third. It's out of play, I think, past like the mound or the
Yeah.
plate we learned the last time the
Yeah.
kids played here. But, yeah, because that is a country mile of foul territory down there.
And especially where Derek is. Derek's 80 feet off the line.
Yep.
Nice stop by Tyler right there.
Derek maybe take an Uber on his way over there rather than walk it.
It looked like, what's that horse that's won the 2 races so far? Justify?
Yeah.
Derek just can't justify running after that ball.
Right.
Another throw. Taylor's paying a lot of attention to him. You know, John,
Could put the jockey that rode Justify on the back of Derek. Go get the ball.
you might get there quicker, right? I don't know why Taylor's spending so much time on that runner.
Ooh.
It's 6-0.
Nah.
He doesn't really have a very big lead.
Yeah.
And he's thrown over there 3 times. Just come at him. 2-2 to Rico here. Rico grounded out to short his first time up. I'm sorry, he struck out his first time.
No,
And
it's
he
gonna
hits
fall.
a fly ball to right field for a base hit. Justify comes in and picks it up and throws it in. And now there's first and second with 2 outs.
Well,
So Rico with the 2-out base hit there, and here comes Connor Manto. He grounded out to third base his first time up on a 6-pitch at bat. Manto's the left fielder. So more trouble for Taylor here. 2 more runners aboard. He left 2 last inning. Manto takes a ball up high. So they're making him work here this inning, John.
yeah.
There's a strike. You know,
Not too-
second time through, they're getting a better look at him.
Yeah, and it's staying aggressive, which,
Yeah.
trying to be competitive here. I mean, this game's not out of hand. 6-0.
No, not at all.
They could tie it in 1 inning.
We know what it's like to put 8 runs up in an inning. Curveball, foul ball down the third base line. Coach picks it up, throws it to Ethan. So 1-2 to Manto.
If I'm their coach, I'm asking for no call third strikes. That's the only different thing they can change.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just keep going up there battling, but stop taking call third strikes.
Been 3 of them so far in this game.
Yeah, too many. Down 6-0.
Swings at a pitch in the dirt. Tyler comes out, tries to tag. The runner, it looked like he was taunting him or something. I don't know what he was doing.
He wasn't sure. If
He was
got
looking
tagged.
back if he got tagged or not, but Tyler makes the throw. So he strikes out, and he's out 2-3, and that retires the side. So no runs, 2 hits that time, and 2 men left. So score at the end of 3.5 is Goffstown 6 and Pembroke 0. Coach Lopez out there talking to Taylor. Try to get a pitch count on him here. 20 pitches that inning, John. So he's up to 59 through 4 innings. It's not a horrible total.
Nah.
15 an inning.
You got a lot of pitching on this team, though, so
Yep.
I might just roll them just to roll them. Plus, if anything, you're getting your other kids work because the next time out, what you don't want is a Connor or a Mitch to be pitching in the next game, not having pitched in a week when they could have just pitched tonight. You could make this a short game if you rolled those 2 out consecutive innings,
Yep. So Steve had to leave us. Just sent me a message saying to keep him posted. He had to take off. Unfortunately, he's a passenger. He can't drive, so he was forced to leave. Said to say congrats to Tyler and Mitch for their honors. Appreciate that, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mitchell named to the second team All-State team, and Tyler to the third team All-State team. Actually, you had Connor and Taylor they were first string All-State team, and Clay and Mitchell were second team All-State team, and Justin and Tyler were third team All-State team. So 6 players from Goffstown.
Yeah, Mitchie was
All-State
definitely honored by that. His record, I think, on the year was 4-2 as a starter, but 2 of those 2 losses were probably the 2 best teams they played, and so sometimes you wonder if that's going to get lost in how people perceive you. But it didn't, so he was definitely touched by that.
Yeah, Tyler the same. Wasn't really expecting it.
Yeah.
So just saw Connor run by with no shoes on. Maybe he just took them off to run in to go to the bathroom.
Well, they say if you're going to use a public bathroom, do it in bare feet.
Yep. Yeah.
Want to get your cleats dirty.
So as Clay takes a curveball for a strike. I don't get that one. Clay's 0 for 2.
It's a popular saying in India.
Yeah. I've been there. I know what it's like. Flew out to left and to right.
Oh, nice.
Takes a ball outside there.
Boy, Tom's got no heart. Call that a ball. It's a nice pitch.
I don't know, John. I took a train in India. Took a train from a place called Mysore back to Bangalore, and went to the bathroom on the train and opened. There's a line drive to left field. Left fielder going back and makes the catch. So that's a tough luck
Yeah,
for Clay right there.
if you could multiply the left fielder and put him in right field,
Yeah.
it'd be 2-0 right now.
Yeah.
Because he's gone back and had to get 2 balls that he didn't line up on properly, and then he's able to make the play.
He got both of them.
He's a good athlete.
So to finish that story, I opened the bathroom car, and I opened it up like, wow, it's awfully noisy in here. I thought a window was open, and looking, and the bathroom is just a hole in the floor. And they got these little plates that you put your feet on so you don't skid, and it's just a hole in the floor. No partitions, no nothing. There's just
That's
holes in the ground.
I don't ever want to go there based on that story.
But
So it's not a honeymoon spot. Is what
well, it depends where you go. I mean,
Right.
I didn't. I stayed at a great hotel. I went to where I worked. It was a great place. Bangalore is a great city, but you're talking a city maybe the size of Boston, and
Yeah.
you're putting 10, 15 million people in there, and these aren't just people working.
That's crazy, huh?
So it's it makes New York City look like this ball field right now, as far as the amount of congestion you'd have.
Yeah.
So it was something else. Great place to go. I wouldn't want to live there, but it's a good experience.
Yeah, just about 1 billion people there.
Yep.
Ever growing, billion plus in China. It's crazy.
Justin taking all the way on a 3-0. Takes a strike. It's 3-1. That was the best ball Clay hit today, and had nothing to show for it. And that's not like him to be 0 for 3. He's usually the one 2 or 3 hits.
All right.
Tyler leading the hit parade. Tyler and Ethan both with 2 hits so far. Justin takes another strike, so Murray has worked the count full now after falling behind 3-0. Mr. Campbell now is talking to Hyzak saying, yeah, it's smart of you taking your cleats off before you run to the bathroom. At least he left his socks on.
Right.
Justin hits a ground ball base hit through first and second, so Justin, I guess, didn't want to walk, and he wants the base hit, so that's his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 3. Here comes Tyler now. Tyler doubled in the second and singled in the third. Both balls, maybe if the right fielder's in better position, he catches both of them. And again, look where the right fielder's going.
Right fielder says, I don't care what you two say.
I don't understand it. And even the center fielder's playing him to pull. He's playing towards left center.
Yep.
So he's got a gap down the right field line and a gap in right center. Tyler takes a ball. Oh, boy. Not for nothing, though. I got to blame the coach here. You think one of the infielders would turn around and say, you're away twice.
Right.
So move another 10 feet further away from the line. Oh, Tyler missed that one. Swings and fouls it back. 1-1. John, if I was coaching right now, I'd be out there. I'd be standing at the baseline at the top of my lungs, yelling at this kid to move over the right fielder to move over towards the line.
No doubt. They protected the left field line, not the right field line at any time today. It's crazy.
Ball in the dirt. Nice stop back there by Nixon. 2-1 to Tyler. Most pitches he's seen in that bat so far. Oh, sorry, I lied. He singled on the 4th pitch last time up, too. I'd like to see him hit that gap out there. Gotta be more specific, though. Is it a right center field gap or the right line gap?
Yeah, it's crazy, the 2 gaps that are present right there.
John, between the line and the center fielder is the right fielder, and he's close to 100 feet off the line. And then there's got to be 150 feet between him and the center fielder.
Yeah.
So there's one kid standing within 250 feet of space to cover out there.
Oh, good take. I
Good
thought that
take
might have
there,
got the
and he
outside
walked.
corner.
So on base for the 3rd time today.
Sump doesn't like outside corner from lefties, evidently.
That's kind of where you play when you only have 2 outfielders, John. You play one there and play one there in left field, and you kind of cover the field.
Yeah. All right, it's crazy.
He's moving towards the line a little bit. The center fielder didn't move at all with Derek coming up. Derek hammered a double over the right fielder's head. He is a little further back this time, though.
Yeah.
First and second, 1 out for Derek. Derek
way
swings
out.
and lunges at a curveball. Slow roller. Second base comes up with it, and Derek beats it out. Justify with an inside
Unbelievable.
single. I've seen it all now. I think it's time to retire.
Yeah, the big horse got down there.
Well, he had the jockey on his back. Well, the second baseman was in no hurry to come and field the ball, John.
Yeah, you knew that was trouble.
Yeah.
I didn't know if Derek would be able to beat it out, but you knew it was trouble out of the box.
Yeah, he's got good wheels for a big guy. So he's
Yeah.
now 2 for 3 in the day. And the bases are now loaded for big Nick Labrie, who walked his last time up, And he grounded to third his first time. And John, why is this third baseman on the grass? I don't understand it. And the first baseman too. I mean, look where he is. He's
crazy.
He's creeping down the line. Oh, it's a 40-foot curveball that misses. How do you lay off a pitch like that, John?
So they got one out.
One out, they're down
And
6-0, and
they're
the
down
third baseman is
6-0.
12 feet in on the grass.
All right, double play depth up the middle, and the corners are on the grass against a kid that if he bunted, I think half the people here would faint.
John, he's
You
probably
know?
never bunted in his life, the size of this kid. He's always been that size. He's always been a 3 or a 4 hitter. As long as I've known him growing up,
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen him bunt. I don't even think he knows how to bunt.
he doesn't even know what it means.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't even
So-
know what the sign is.
You're betting that you're going to feel the ground ball playing right there?
But he's playing even with Justin as Justin comes down the line. He's following him.
It's crazy.
And Nick is swinging as hard as he can.
It's
But why isn't the coach saying anything?
It's mystifying because he's still focused on right field where that kid is now on Canal Street in Manchester. That kid's over at Tano's.
He's at Pizza Market.
Right?
Oh, my head. I'd love to. I'm not even going to say it. Oh, and I tell you, Nick is a little bit anxious up there now. He's going to let it come to him. He wants to do too much.
Well, Nick's saying, why is this third baseman in my personal
Exactly,
space?
right.
He's saying, can you back up a little bit?
Yeah.
We don't know each other that well.
You should be calling time right now and saying, move him back. There's the 1-2 to Nick. And he pops him up. Infield fly. Shortstop camping underneath it. And it drops.
Sweet Lordy.
But it is still an out.
And now the shortstop's chucking the ball around
Yep.
for no reason.
And Justin is the only one that's paying attention out there. He's looking down the line. I don't even know how to score that. I mean, it's not a fly out to the shortstop. It's an infield fly. I don't even know how to write that down. So I'll just call him a fly out to short, but that's not how you score it. So 2 outs now. You know, I said he camped underneath it, and then as I'm watching him, like he's coming in too much, and the ball just dropped it over his head.
Yeah, I mean, that was ugly. There's been a lot of ugly defensive plays by Pembroke today.
You know something, John? I'm looking down the third base line here. We're the only 3 that are in the sun still. Everybody in the stands is in the sun.
right.
Look down below us. Everything's in the shade.
Right, they look
And there's
so comfortable.
1, 2, 3 idiot shadows right below us.
They look so comfortable over there, too.
They do.
They're smelling that McDonald's hamburger still.
That's the garlic they're cooking for the ballet people.
Oh,
Bases
that's right.
loaded.
Forgot
2
about
outs
the
for Bobby.
sausage cart.
Bobby singled past the third baseman who was playing in last time. He's finally back now. I'm surprised he's not in for a bunt here. Now would be great. It's poetic justice if he throws a bunt on the third base line.
You called a bunt just to screw them, right? Jeez.
6-0 Goffstown, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Scoreboard's got me all mixed up now.
Yeah. It's hard not to buy it. It's staring us right in the face.
Yeah, but John, the sad thing is I'm looking at my book and I still said the wrong inning.
Right.
Is that Jim Hyzak out there on the back of the pickup truck?
No, Isaac's about 10 feet to my left.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah. Bobby swings and misses.
He flailed at that one.
Yeah,
That
that was like his last at bat. He swung and missed, and
On the second strike, last at bat, he did the same thing. You're right. So look for him to foul off a tough pitch here. This is
Yep.
what he did the first time up.
hopefully he'll run if the ball gets by the catcher this time. Nice pitch. Oh, he knew it. Everybody knew it.
Pitcher knew it.
Pitcher knew it. Catcher knew it. So Goffstown leads the bases loaded that inning, and they do not score. So
Yeah.
they had just the 2 hits and a walk. They had bases loaded with 1 out and failed to score. No runs, 2 hits, and they leave 3. So at the end of 4 full, it's Goffstown 6 and Pembroke nothing.
Well,
23 pitches for Murray that inning puts him at 34.
Now because of the various food smells, I got to figure out where I'm going to eat. I got to go over to the high school after today's game, so I got to eat somewhere between here and there, which probably leads me to Tano's, I'm thinking, but seeing as it's only about a quarter mile from here.
Well, you could stop at the Shell station and get one of those hot dogs that have been sitting there since 11 o'clock this morning.
We'll go over to the ballet entrance and pick up a sausage and pepper.
Oh, yeah. Yell down the stacks. Get him to go up.
So this is the
fifth inning. Top
inning.
of the fifth inning. So
Okay.
according to that out there now, it's the top of the seventh. Because they got 6 full up there now. It's only the top of the fifth, so they're getting worse.
They're skipping ahead of us.
So unless, yeah, I mean they got it right now.
Why not just shut it off, turn it back on?
I know. Isn't there a clear button on this thing? Like you got no ball strikes outs,
like-
right? So just hit a clear button
And make it 6-0.
and make it 6-0.
I don't think anybody even cares what inning you charge the runs
Right.
to at this
Just
point.
put the 6 in the first and just go out
Uh,
till it's the fifth inning. But that sounds too difficult, John.
yeah.
Not sure who's in there.
Nope.
So here comes number 13, Nate Cassidy. Nate was hit by a pitch his first time up and was the first base runner of the game for Pembroke. Taylor is 59 pitches deep into his outing so far. Fastball for a strike, swing and miss.
Yeah, head way out. Well, this warm weather, us still being in the sun, has caused one good thing. It's caused the cameraman not to wear his Montreal Canadiens sweater.
One of many, I might add. He's got at least 3 that I know of.
He doesn't have a light summery T-shirt for the Canadiens.
I don't think so. He doesn't have a T-shirt.
Might have to buy one, right?
He's got a couple of hats. He's got a couple of winter hats and 3 sweatshirts. He struck him out on 3 pitches. Made that look easy.
Oh, man, that kid was overmatched. Goodness.
You think?
Wow.
8th strikeout of the day for Taylor. Here comes Joe Saugen. He popped out to Justin his first time up. Joe's the second baseman. Just the second time through the order here in the top of the 5th inning for Pembroke. He fouls that one back. Strike 1. Top of the order, Justin Laguerre on deck. Wow, swings at a high pitch.
You want to be aggressive, but that's that pitch was way out of the strike zone. I don't know. You can't do anything productive with that ball. Don't swing at it.
Yeah. Now you got 2 hits off a kid who's got 5 strikeouts so far. Actually, I lied. He's got 9 strikeouts. And there's another one. So he goes out on 3 pitches. So Taylor's thrown 6 pitches and has 2 strikeouts so far to start this inning.
What not to do when you're down 6-0 is swing it the second strike above your head and take the third strike right down the strike zone. That's crazy.
John, the last 6 outs have been by strikeout. 3 last inning, sandwiched in between 2 singles, and then the first 2 batters this inning. So here's Laguerre. He struck out in the first and was hit by a pitch in the third. And there's the first ball of the inning thrown by, and I marked it as a strike. First ball of the inning thrown by Taylor. So working from behind, which he hasn't done much of today. High pitch for foul straight back.
Yeah, I shouldn't have swung at that. Up around his head.
So Goffstown has 8-9-1 coming up next inning. Ethan, Carter, and Connor. Nice pitch.
Yeah, you knew it was coming. With the last pitch being up at his eyes, you knew he was going to drop the curve because he wasn't going to swing
Boy,
it.
Taylor got that ball, got right on the mound, and was ready to pitch.
That was textbook. You knew it was going to happen.
Fastball, late swing. Clay gets over there, flips to Justin, and a 1-2-3 inning for Taylor French. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning.
He's cruising today.
He's cruising along right now. It's 6-0 Goffstown. At least he made contact there, John. He wasn't a strikeout.
Yeah. Broke the streak, right?
10-pitch inning, so it puts him at 69 through 6. And here comes Murray again. Murray's done a great job since he's been in there. He did have bases loaded last inning, but he got out of a jam in the 3rd and got Clay to start the inning last inning. Let up 2 singles and a walk, and then got the last 2 batters. Got Bobby looking. He's got Ethan, who's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, and Carter, who's 0 for 2. So Ethan having a good day.
Ethan's been swinging pretty hot stick lately.
Tell you what, John, the middle of the order, Justin, Tyler, and Derek They're 6 for 8. 6 for 7, rather. No, I'm sorry. What's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for 8 so far this game. And they've scored 4 runs.
Really? That's how you jar it up, right?
Yep, 6 for 8, and they've been on base 7 times, actually, because Tyler walked. So they've only made 2 outs between them. That's some good production from the middle of the order. So maybe Coach is onto something here by switching Nick and Tyler around.
Yeah.
So if this game stays the way it is, so John, scoreboard has it in the bottom of the 7th now, and it's only the bottom of the 5th, so it's off by 2 innings now.
They're just going crazy up there right now.
So apparently we're trying to fix it between innings, and they made it worse. So I just heard someone yell out, "Your way," to the third baseman. "Dom, your way." It's like, really? You can't say that to the right fielder when Tyler gets up? Ethan hits a ground ball to short. He's going to have to hurry to get him with his speed. And he does, and he throws him out. So 1 pitch, 1 out. And they retire Ethan for the first time today.
Hit it on the ground. This team's fine.
Yeah, they're pretty good. So the third baseman that keeps playing in like that, that's our buddy Dom.
That is Dom.
That's Dom Rico.
Darn Italians playing in on the grass like that.
There's Carter. Carter takes a ball. Carter struck out and flew out to left.
Yeah, a nice poke last at bat. Needs to do it again.
Yeah, probably would have been out of Lions. Hit the ball a long way, and the left fielder made a great catch, as you pointed out. So it's 2-0. If that was the right fielder out there, he would have had a 3-run triple. Two and 0 to Carter. Murray's done a nice job since coming in. He certainly stopped the bleeding. So he's in trouble of putting Carter on here. 3-0. Oh, John, maybe one more inning, you'll be in the shade. I'm looking down at the shadows. You're the next one to be in it. The tree's creeping your way.
Yeah.
And he takes a strike, taken all the way. 3-1, good hitters count. This is Carter's second time facing Murray. He came into the game when Carter was batting, and it's now a full count. He's worked his way back.
Yeah, that pitch nailed the outside corner.
Yeah, that was a great 3-1 pitch. And Carter hits a long drive to left field. That's got the left fielder this time. It one-hops the fence. Carter rounding first base, and he's in with a stand-up double. That ball was roped.
Boy, his last 2 at-bats look like the kid I like to see. That's fantastic.
That was a great hit. I mean, John, that got out there in a hurry, and that one-hopped the fence.
Yeah, that was a nice line drive. He got under that last one that he brought out that way. There's not this time, right on the squares.
Yeah,
and then
John, he hits that one like that. He gets underneath that one, and that one's a few rows back.
Oh, man, you're not kidding.
He hit that one hard.
Yeah, which is a poke here,
Yeah. Runner on second base now for Connor Hyzak. Connor's 1 for 3, singled in the third. Got up twice in the third, actually. Singled in the third and struck out in the third to end the big inning. And he swings in way ahead of a pitch and fouls it down the third baseline. So 4th at bat now in the 5th inning here for Hyzak. Grounded a short way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah.
Ethan Smith always doing something, going out and shagging that ball down the left field line. And he hits a fly ball to left, the left fielder going back, got under it, didn't hit it as hard as he would have liked, and there's 2 down. Lazy fly ball to left.
Yeah, he got under a curveball there, sort of lofted it. Left fielder was waiting for it. Left fielder's been the most reliable, probably defensive player on the team.
We talk about the 3, 4, 5 going 6 for 8. The leadoff hitters are 1 for 7. The 1-2 hitters are 1 for 7. Hyzak's now 1 for 4, and Clay's 0 for 3. And I tell you what, we haven't said that much lately with Clay Campbell.
No, not at all. He's been my MVP. If you put pitching aside, it's hard to argue with what Clay's brought to the table this year.
He's been the most consistent, that's for sure, in the field and at the plate.
Yep.
And to see him have an 0 for right now is not like him at all. Not the way he's been swinging the bat. So he's ahead 2-0 here. And you got Justin looming on deck. Justin's 2 for 3, singled his last 2 at-bats.
This kid's pitched pretty well since he came in the game.
Sure
He
has.
mixes it up. He works the corners really nice.
Yep, he got into some trouble last inning with the bases loaded, but he got out of it. And pitch spikes in the dirt, so it's 3-0 now to Clay. You green light him here, John? 6-0.
Nah.
2 outs in the 5th inning.
The batter? Yeah. The runner? No.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about the bat, although no one's even close to holding him on.
Yeah, that's why I say it,
Is a
because
strike.
Carter could have stole third about a half hour ago. They haven't held him on his entire time, and he's probably a threat to steal it anyway. And they're not going with that, which, it's only 6-0. I mean, technically, that's not really rubbing it in to steal third here.
Agreed. And Clay hits a ground ball the first, and he's going to end up 0 for 4 right now, and it's been a tough luck 0 for 4.
Well, 6-0 lead. Maybe he picked the game to do it.
Yep, got that right.
Get it out of the way, right?
So that'll do it for the 5th inning. As we go to the top of the 6th inning, it's still 6-0 Goffstown. So Murray does an admirable job again. Only throws 14 pitches that inning, so he's thrown 38 since he's been in there. I'm sorry, 48 since he's been in there. He's gone now 3 full, 2 2/3 actually. Hapgood did get an out in the 2nd inning. So the scoreboard now says it's the 8th inning, right?
Yeah. Top of the 8th, according to the
6th.
scoreboard. So we've went into extra innings.
Yeah, it's kind of tough since we only play 7, right?
Yeah.
At least they got the score right. Let's give them that much. And they actually have the score in the. No, they don't have the score in the right innings. I was gonna say at least they got that right, but they don't.
Right. Everything.
So we've been wrong since the 2nd inning.
Yep.
So we got 2, 3, 4 coming up. Hapgood, Murray, and Nixon.
So if we hang on today, we play Saturday,
Play Saturday. We'll play the winner of Sanborn and Wyndham.
and that would be here.
That would be here. Same bat time, same bat station.
Okay.
So it would be 4 o'clock Saturday here. And the weather's supposed to be a little cooler, but it's supposed to be in 60s, I believe, on Saturday. Of course, because it's the weekend, so the weather's going to go down the tubes.
Yeah, it's been the theme lately.
So
The weeks have been beautiful.
Yeah. So they get someone warming up in the pen now down there in the Pembroke bullpen. As Hapgood steps in, 0 for 2, grounded to short and struck out. Takes a ball. That was the 70th pitch of the game for Taylor. And he fouls it down the right field line. One to 1. Taylor's working quick. Well, he gets the ball quick and then looks in, takes a deep breath before he starts his windup.
Yeah.
Overthrew that one. So actually, this is going to be a familiar place for Taylor. He's going to be pitching with the St. Anselm Hawks next year.
Yep.
So you better get used to this field. Of course, you could spit from here and hit his house.
Yeah.
There's a fly ball to right. Derek under it, now coming in, and he makes the grab.
Yeah, we were joking against the game versus Bedford that Taylor's going to be going here, and he's going to be, I'm wondering if he'll live on campus or in Phi Beta Frenchie.
Yeah.
Right across the street on College Ave.
I'd be willing he's going to live at Phi Beta Frenchie.
Yeah.
Even still, I mean, what can he do? He can still party, do everything, and he has to walk, 17 feet to get to his house?
It's a no-brainer.
It's probably closer than walking to his dorm.
Right.
There's a ball. Depending on where we're housing him. If he's housed out there on College Ave.
I'll tell you, if I was his parents, I wouldn't go away for 4 years.
Agreed.
Only in the summertime.
Yeah. Place look like Animal House. Oh, there's a line drive to left. Bobby coming in makes a nice grab. Nice sliding catch.
Yeah, nice grab. He didn't judge it right off the bat, but came and got it. That's what good defenders do. So 2 down quick here.
So, yeah, Murray, after striking out twice on just 7 pitches, it's a hard line drive to left. And nice job by Bobby out there. So that'll bring up Cam Nixon. Cam has struck out looking both at bats. He swung at some good pitches, and then for some reason Cam pulled the trigger on that third strike pitch. So 16 against 16 here. And he's coming up swinging hard, John. He's been doing that his first couple of at-bats.
Yeah.
And then puts the bat on his shoulder for some reason.
So, do we got a bet on called third strike here? I feel like you just put it on the table.
Yeah, why not? We'll go get some of that garlic sauce they're making in the cafeteria.
All right.
Deep breath by Taylor. Here comes the 0-1. In the dirt.
I don't know if you remember, but Lisa brought Tanos that first playoff game last year, I think. And I don't know if times are tough with Lisa right now, but I'm starving.
Yeah, I don't think times are tough with her. I think she just doesn't like us anymore.
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe it was Paul. Maybe she liked Paul better.
What are the chances a woman like Paul better than me and you?
Yeah, that's true. You got a point there.
Oy.
His own wife doesn't even like him. So
that poor woman's a saint.
Misses low there. So.
Although their Facebook posts are must-read.
They are. They certainly are.
Must-read entertainment. You want to know where he's taking it every time you see his posts.
You just gave me an idea. Our next rain delay, John, we're just going to read their Facebook posts during the rain delay.
Fantastic. Put their private life right on the...
Yeah. We wish Jen a speedy recovery. She just, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, I read on Facebook, she's undergoing surgery. There's a base hit for Nixon. So Nixon swinging all the way here and doesn't get a chance to get called out on a third strike. 3-1 pitch, and he singles to right center.
Yeah, Jen was saying that she had gotten her knee fixed finally, and I was asking if she had gotten her eyes fixed.
Yeah. Yeah. And tell you, Paul's sporting that goatee pretty well.
Yeah.
Guy who hasn't had facial hair his whole life.
Right. The pride of Medford.
Yep. Jeff Wagner stepping in now. Jeff's 1 for 2. He singled his last at bat. Nice stop by Tyler on a pitch in the dirt. He's grounded as short and singled. Jeff's the shortstop. Done a good job fielding out there today. There's a strike.
Yeah, you grew up in East Boston. Paul grew up in Medford. I grew up in Peabody. Lisa grew up in Melrose. If we just had somebody from Saugus, we could connect the towns.
Yeah, yeah.
Just about.
There's a fly ball to left. Doherty camps under it. He makes the grab. So it's got to make you think, John, with all those towns you just mentioned, those cities you just mentioned, what are the odds that our paths, the 4 of us, that our paths crossed at some point and we didn't even know it, whether it was at
in our lives,
Revere Beach or, somewhere doing something.
Yeah.
I'm sure that we were probably, could have been the mall, right?
Yeah.
The Meadow Glen Mall or something. And it had to have happened.
Yeah.
Looks like we got a pitching change here.
Because we're talking about Paulie, I have so many lines I'm not going to say over GTV airwaves and where I might have crossed his path, but I'm going to have to swallow all those lines right now. I might need to go walk away from the microphone.
So a new pitcher, looks like, is that number 6? Looks like Joe Saugen is now coming in to pitch. So Joe Saugen now in to pitch for for Pembroke. He was the second baseman. Murray did a good job in there. Murray pitched 2 2/3. I'm sorry, 2 2/3. Didn't let up any runs.
Come on over.
Let up just 3 hits, no runs. Walked 1, struck out 1, struck out 2. So we got Justin, Tyler, and Derek coming up. They all had back-to-back hits in the third. Justin singled in a run, Tyler singled, and Derek doubled in a run. So this has been the big part of the order. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Yeah, a couple of the moms just said that they've thought the game was over 5 times.
Oh, it is
'Cause
the
of
bottom
the-
of the 8th inning.
You know, and they've thought it was over twice now for sure.
Well, did you tell it, John, that we're playing on a college field, so it's college rules? We're going to play 9 innings?
That's what they were wondering was, do we play 9 all of a sudden in these
Yeah.
playoffs or something like
Yeah.
that, which
And you
wouldn't
say-
be out of the question.
And you say yes.
Yeah, right.
As I look down, I see Mitchie Moo warming up in the bullpen down there. I think he's just tossing. He's got his warm-up shirt on. I really don't think he'll be coming into the ball game at this point.
I'm wondering, I like the idea of throwing him an inning only because, Taylor's cruising. It has nothing to do with Taylor French.
83 pitches.
Yeah, I'm putting Mitch in, nothing to do with Taylor. I'm putting him in just to get him work,
He hasn't pitched in a while.
Assuming Connor's probably starting against Wyndham. But
Well,
it could
we
be
don't know
Mitch.
if there's going to be Wyndham. It could be Sanborn.
Oh,
right?
right, yeah. But, I'm kind of assuming that's the way it goes. So, you know what? Let him close the game even with a 6-run lead. When
Yep.
he does it in 2 days with a 4-run lead, it'll feel like old hat,
Yep. So there's Justin, 2 for 3 in the day. Singled his last 2 at-bats and struck out in the first. This is a kid who, the first at-bat, John, when he struck out, he was not having a good day, and he's turned it around to 2 base hits.
Yep.
Well, it's because he was swinging like Dennis, his first at-bat, and then half of
Yeah.
the second at-bat.
Can you, let's see what goes on here. Can you imagine having to overcome the genes of Dennis and become a good athlete? Justin got voted, along with Mitchie, they shared an award last week for sportsmanship, Scholar Athlete Sportsmanship Award. And I was thinking about Justin. He's a real good football player. He'll go play on in college at Maine Maritime. And he's been a really good, solid baseball player his whole time growing up. And you look at Dennis, and you just can't believe he overcome that.
You look at Ryan, too. Ryan's a good athlete, too.
Well, and they're both smart.
And the brains, right?
So then
you
you
left
look-
that part out.
You just don't understand it, Thankfully, they don't look like Dennis.
Well, maybe it skips a generation, John. Maybe his grandparents,
Yeah,
maybe
that could
Dennis's
be it. That could be
parents.
it.
And so Justin walks. Whoops. Marked the wrong button there. So Justin's on base for the 3rd time. And here comes Tyler, who's doubled, singled, and walked. So he's been on base 3 times today. Hoping to continue that streak. And I tell you, that right fielder just continues to move to his right.
It's crazy.
It's in the center fielder. And the left fielder's hugging the line.
Center fielder's playing Fortnite on his phone
Yeah,
in his
he
glove
is.
right now.
And they throw.
You
Justin
know?
probably hasn't stolen a base since Little League, and they're throwing over to first base.
If Tyler hit the ball to center field, you'd have to get that kid's attention before he'd know the ball was coming right at him. He's checked out body language-wise.
No, I hope he hits another one to right field. And there's a ground ball past third baseman. So Tyler, 3 for 3, and been on base 4 times today.
Yeah, third baseman, valiant effort there. He was lined up, relatively right where he should have been. He laid out for it, just didn't get it. Tyler's had a nice game. He's had a nice last couple of games. What a good time of year to come alive
Yeah,
for
he's
him.
starting to come alive. He's been hot. Started off, he was in a terrible, terrible slump at the beginning of the season. And
then he was the hard luck kid the mid part of the season where he was hitting it but at people.
Right.
But all of a sudden.
So Derek's 2 for 3. He's got a double and a single his last couple of at-bats. He takes a strike. Tyler had a 60-foot lead on that. Did you see that, John? Secondary lead. Watch him hopping down there and tell you. If I'm the catcher, it might be worth taking a throw if Justin's not paying attention and doesn't break for third base. Look where Tyler is. Derek swings at a high pitch for a strike.
Oof, got colder for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, I just heard Captain say, head on it, kid, head on it.
Yep, no doubt about that. He swung at a bad pitch, and then he swung at the bad pitch incorrectly. 2 mistakes.
Slow curve,
out
foul
front of
back
that, too.
over here into the shade. Oh,
Whoa.
off the cement, and it's going to go out into the street.
Nobody making a play on that.
Nope.
Colleen Campbell and her daughter said, nah,
Yeah, man.
don't want to get that.
Jim Isaac pretending he's got a bad leg. He couldn't go after
Isaac
it.
trying to take as long as he can to go get the ball, hoping some grandmother beats him to it.
Some kid beat him to it.
Right,
Actually, I thought it was a lady with a walker that beat him to it.
right.
Ground ball the first, scooped up by Murray.
The lady with the walker said, get out of my way, Jim.
Justin grounds out 3 unassisted, but the runners move up. He was like Costanza in that episode with the fire. He's pushing people out of the way to get out with the fire. He's pushing the lady out into the street.
He was
to go
pushing
get the
people
ball.
to go get the
Go
ball,
get
right?
the ball.
Yeah.
I can't walk. So here comes Nick. And I'll tell you what, with the man on third base, the third baseman's not playing 40 feet away. I don't get it. Somebody finally got to Mr. Rico over there. Our buddy Dom. There's a pitch in the dirt. It goes to the backstop. Justin delayed, but because it's 200 feet back there, Justin scores. Not sure that coach wanted him to go, but, you know, something you got to take advantage of, a wild pitch like that.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Ball, like, literally hit about a foot in front of the catcher and went up, straight up over his head.
Yeah, that's a wild pitch all the way. And coach is coming out to have a chat with Saugen. So now Tyler's at third base. It's 7-0 Goffstown. Mitchell took his warm-up off. Looks like he might be coming in, John. You might be right.
If this game stays alive, he's coming in.
You going to be okay?
Yeah.
You should be all right. 7-0 lead.
Well, knock on wood, but yeah. If I'm not.
Yeah, if it starts to go south.
That's a bad inning.
Ethan, put the headset on.
Right. I've managed to call the last 2 games Mitchie's pitched, and it's went okay. And I think it gives me something to do while he's pitching, you know, rather than go crazy. But I was watching that Oyster River game. Mike, when he comes into that game, we all think it's over. It's 8-1 or whatever, or 5-1. He gives up the Jacks, 8-1. That place was so alive within a half hour, like I'd never seen a high school playoff game. Fantastic environment that day.
Nick gets a ground ball, base hit by Rico at third base. And that's going to score Tyler and make it 8-0. So Rico wasn't playing as shallow as he usually was, but he wasn't protecting the line either. So a base hit for Nick. He gets in on the fun. Tyler scores 8-0 Goffstown.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
Why'd they take the lefty out?
I don't know. He'd only thrown 48 pitches, John. And
he'd only given up a run.
2 innings. He didn't give up any runs.
Oh, there you go. So why take him out?
He only let up 3 hits while he was in there.
You're trying to get this kid some work. I get it. But, you know, because maybe this is a sophomore for next year, a freshman for all we know. But,
well, it's the same reason why the right fielder's still playing 110 feet off the line.
Yeah.
And the center fielder's, nowhere near him. John, that's about as far away as 2 outfielders could possibly get from each other.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's not like we haven't hit any balls there today. So Bobby with the 1-1 count. It's 1 for 3. Bobby lofts a fly ball to left. Left fielder going back. John, you might be in this shot, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Ethan was following the ball, and I think he may have gotten your arm on that one.
That's all right.
So there's 2 down now for Ethan. He's had a nice day. He's 2 for 3. 2 RBIs. He's only seen 5 pitches and 3 at-bats.
Yeah, that's a typical Ethan. How many pizzas did I lose or wager last year on his proclivity to swing?
What do you think here? Swing or no swing? First pitch.
Oh, he's first pitch swinging all day long.
Looks like Tyler's bat he's using. Oh?
No, well, that doesn't count.
No, that doesn't count.
Foot outside.
Yeah.
He swings at the first pitch relatively in the strike zone.
Yeah, if it's anywhere close, he's swinging. And that misses high. 2-0 to Ethan.
There goes that theory.
Well, you got Carter on deck. Carter has absolutely crushed the ball his last 2 times up.
Agreed. I'll tell you, when the ball's hit by us, the only kid on their team you sort of know he's going to catch is the left fielder.
Well, the shortstop's done a nice job over there.
Yeah, he has. I think he had one little hiccup, but other than that, he's been pretty tight. Good point.
3-0 to Ethan.
They haven't killed themselves in the infield.
No, they certainly have not. I mean, not to keep picking on the kid and to sound like a broken record, but the right fielder being out of position a few times has definitely cost them a couple runs.
Yeah.
Not only runs, it cost them outs that led to more runs.
Yeah,
so
it should be.
At worst, this should be 2-3-0.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, Ethan walked, and that's not an easy thing to do, is to walk Ethan Smith.
Ethan just made liars out of us.
Yeah.
Did he swing at a pitch in that at bat?
He did. No, he did not, actually.
Yeah.
Well, he had count was 3-0. He took a 3-0 pitch for a strike, so he he didn't really have a nice pitch to swing. So here comes Carter. I'd like to see him get up again, and I'd like to see Carter be rewarded. 1 for 3 in the day with a double. As a matter of fact, as I look down the sheet, and I really don't want to say it, but the only player in the lineup without a hit right now is Clay.
It's the only time all year you said that, huh?
No kidding.
Jeez.
Sure we haven't no, that hasn't happened at all. I mean, where 8 other players have got a hit and Clay didn't. Clay's usually the only one with hits.
I got to tell you, I do not want this to turn into a walk fest right now.
No. Mitchell's coming in. Looks like he's sufficiently warmed. Carter takes a strike, so it's 1-1. I want to see Carter pull the trigger here.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, the left field, I mean, look how deep he's playing. He was playing right there, that same spot last at bat, too, and the ball got out on him so fast he had no chance. Did a good job of getting to it and holding him to only a double. So 2-1 to Carter. And it's now 3-1, so.
Oh, boy.
Yep. On the verge of walking his third batter of the inning right here.
Yeah.
He walked Justin to start off the inning, just walked Ethan, and it's 3-1 to Carter with Connor Hyzak on deck. Carter way ahead of that one.
Good for him.
Swinging all the way. He's like, I don't want to walk.
Good for him. You
So
should swing at anything close right here.
Absolutely. Swing out of your shoes.
Yeah, we learned nothing from walking right here.
Full count, 3-2. Runners will be off. There they go, and Carter takes ball 4. So the bases are now loaded for Connor Hyzak.
Well,
Connor could hit a walk-off hit here. A base hit that scores 2 would be a walk-off.
yep.
So Connor's 1 for 4 in the day. Actually, I would like to see him. I'd like to see Clay get up again. Up and had the third baseman. Our buddy Rico's coming into the game, John.
Wow.
Sogan only lasts for 7 batters. Can't get through the inning. Pitches 2/3 of an inning.
Yeah, that was not pretty.
2 hits and 3 walks.
So, as if this kid didn't stare down the barrel of the bat from 30 feet away, now he's in an even worse situation.
Yeah. And Connor's only hit went right through the middle too. So you know, we have to go back to that point, John. Is why take Murray out?
No, I don't get it.
What are you saving him for?
No, I mean, probably this guy's just going to start flushing his pitching staff, but why? Like, the dude was doing great. If he's a senior, then let him end his senior year doing great. And if he's a junior, let him roll because he brings it into next year that he shut down Goffstown.
Right.
You know, like, so you flush that all down the toilet.
He was doing really well. I mean, he came in and pitched 2 2/3 innings. Did a great job while he was in there. He only let up 3 hits. The only trouble he got into was in the 4th inning when he, let up that single to Justin, a walk to Tyler, single to Derek, and then he got out of the inning.
Yeah, he knew how to nibble.
He got Nick to pop up. Well, Nick had the infield fly rule, and then he got Bobby struck out looking. So
you know what's crazy is the coach would have had to do some move that was so crazy to take the heat off the fact of where that right field has been all game. Because that was the worst thing I had seen all day. But now that pitching change is taking the lead.
So this is Connor's 5th at-bat in 6 innings.
And if the coach is listening, by the way, this is Paul Hunt and
and Ken Morrell up in the
Ken
booth.
Morrell up in the booth. Look us up on Facebook.
No, I mean, we don't certainly mean to disrespect anybody. We're just we're fans of the game. We like to see what's going on. But when you see the video, you'll see where the right fielder's been playing the whole game and see what we see.
It's been a whole lot of damage to the other side of him going down the line. And then as far as he had a lefty that I thought was pitching really nice. And so, like I said, if he's a senior, leave him in because it's going to be the last time he pitches high school, or most likely. And if he's a junior or sophomore, well, then it might be your ace next year.
But, John, he only threw 48 pitches. It wasn't like he was at 110. He was at 48 pitches.
Yeah.
And, why not ride out the game? I mean, you're talking maybe one more inning. If he pitches through the 6th, then you don't score any runs in the 7th, that's it. So he probably has, another 20 pitches in him?
Yeah.
Dumbfounded by that one. So here's Connor with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And he hits a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Here comes Ethan around 3rd. This could do it. The throw comes in, and that is going to end the ball game. So that puts Goffstown ahead 10-0, and by rule that will end the game. So Rico comes in and throws 1 pitch.
Yeah,
and
you sort of knew where that inning was going a long time ago. You knew that 10-run lead had all of a sudden, or the 10-run rule had all of a sudden come into play. You could just tell it that when the kid didn't go back out on the mound for Pembroke, you knew where it was headed.
So Mitchell never gets a chance to come in for the 7th.
Right.
Goffstown ends it in the bottom of the 6th inning, and they beat Pembroke 10-0 in the first round of the playoffs, in the preliminary round. So we'll probably find out later tonight. Actually, I can check now. Maybe the other game ended. I don't know, to see if who will be playing. So it's either going to be Wyndham or Sauhegan. Or Sanborn.
I'm going to go with I would have normally said Wyndham because I have a lot of respect for that program, but the last time we played them, it looked like the coach had begun a youth movement. And so that changes things because now I don't really know who he's starting. Even like defensively, Tommy Costa didn't play.
Well, Tommy Costa wasn't there. I didn't see him on the bench.
He wasn't there, yeah.
So I am looking at the site right now. There was one final in so far. John Stark beat Merrimack Valley. It doesn't have the score in here, but Stark is in the winner's bracket. So they're going to play the winner of Hanover-Sauhegan. So now Goffstown we move into the winner's bracket. So when we find out tonight who won the Wyndham-Sanborn game, will give us our next opponent. We will be here on Saturday. John and I, unfortunately, will not have Steve again. We'll be here, and hopefully we have a very similar result. Maybe not necessarily a 10-0 game, but another Goffstown victory.
Yeah, no matter who they play in that matchup, they'll be the favorite. They'll be the higher seed, obviously. So I like their chances, but.
It's also tough to beat a team 3 times in a season, and that's what they're going to have to look to do against Wyndham. The first game was 3-1. Second game, they needed that 9-run inning and beat them 9-5.
Yep.
So, it's not going to be easy. So if it's Wyndham, it's not going to be easy. I don't know much about Sanborn. I don't think we've ever played them.
Yeah.
We didn't play them this year. So
the biggest advantage that Goffstown has is who they roll out the next game pitching is probably going to be pretty damn good compared to whoever they play.
Right. And Mitch already pitched well against Wyndham, and who pitched the second game against Wyndham? I don't know who started that game, if it was Taylor or not, or if it was O'Connor. I don't know. I'd have to look back. Actually, I get it in the book right here. I have that game in my scorebook.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on that. Mitch had pitched against Wyndham the last 3 times they faced him, and then he took that last game off.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it was.
Yeah, Taylor pitched. Taylor pitched 6 innings through 97 pitches, and Mitchell came in and pitched the 7th after we took the lead. So, we had some. That was
that game.
That was that game. Yeah.
The late rally.
Yep, that was.
They had a kid, the little guy, that had that one rough inning.
And then they brought that. And then they brought their fireballer in.
So then, Mike, that becomes the question: did they throw the fireballer today? Because he's the kid who pitched against us the first game when Mitchie beat them. He threw for them, and so did they use him or did they save him? If they got away with saving him, we got a game on Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who they trot out there. But I know I'll be here. I'm pretty sure you'll be here.
Yep. Well, we'll see you then.
So for Nate and Ethan and John Skokie, I'm Mike Santoro saying good night for tonight, and we'll see you Saturday from St. Anselm College.